Sup, home skillet? Ready for a fat story with a capital PH? See, back in 1999, all kinds of stuff was going down. The Matrix came out, Billy got impeached, Slim Shady and SpongeBob debuted. But that ain't all that in a bag of potato chips, you know what I mean? See, the real 411 is this. In November of 1999, at the Jersey Shore, there was a group of high school students who sort of saved the world. You mean you didn't hear about it? You gotta be bugging. It's like this. On a Friday night at the Ocean Township Mall, the lives of 4 high schoolers was forever changed when some weird stuff started going down. Then, yada yada yada, they saved the mall, the Jersey Shore, and the world. Or did they? Anyway, that's what this story's all about. Starring Kayla as Misty Davenport, Daniel as CJ Milton, Cameron as Roach, Taylor as Nick Anderson, and Justin as the Dungeon Master. So You Wanna Be a DM presents Mall Madness 99.
Hey, gang, and welcome back to another episode of Mall Madness 99. We're playing it fast and loose tonight, gang, and I'm joined with some incredible players who are going to get ready for an awesome story. Let's go around. Let's just do alphabetical again, since we didn't discuss it, and talk about who we are, who we're playing, and if you would like to give any plugs, by all means, you may do so.
Hello. Alphabetically, my name is Cameron. You can use any pronouns to talk to me or reference me or whatever. I'm playing Roach tonight, the entrepreneurial stoner who threw up, I think, like 3 times in the first episode. You can use he, him pronouns or gross pronouns once you see his horde of rats and bugs. Find me at the Streaming Rainbow, or if you want to get personal, I'm sure you could find other ways to contact me. But that's all I got. I'm excited.
Amazing.
Fantastic. Hi, everyone. Alphabetically, I'm Daniel. It's so good to be here yet again on another lovely episode with all of you. And let me just say, remember that you can find me at Daniel the DM on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch as well. And you can also see me starting next Wednesday, Fears and Fortunes, presented by the good people over at Forgotten Adventures. They're known for making maps and all these cool different things, but guess what? Now they're putting on a show and I'm starring in it. So that's another thing to look forward to. And so glad to be here playing as CJ.
Hell yeah.
That's me. I'm next, right? I was like, does J or K come first in the alphabet?
Oh, Jay certainly does, but the DM, I already started, so you can
That's
go.
fine. Yeah, right. And that's not what we did last time either. So anyways, hi, I'm Kayla. I'm usually from the Potions and Potpourri podcast. You can find me playing a bunch of people's games, like this one especially, which I'm really excited for. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Misty Davenport tonight, who uses she, they pronouns. And I am really excited to see what kind of Eldritch Horrors we can find in the mall.
Eldritch Horrors. And alphabetically, I am Taylor. Gotta go by the
alphabet.
Yep. We did the alphabet. We did it, guys. We did it, everybody. But I'm half of the So You Want to Be a DM podcast, obviously with Justin, our lovely Dungeon Master. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you find podcasts. So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master, YouTube, all the things. Come find us. We have a great time around here.
Agreed. We certainly do. So, let's get right into it. Last we left off, we found ourselves inside the Ocean Township Mall on Black Friday, 1999, at the Jersey Shore. We met 4 students from Central High School who were just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, when all of a sudden, every single other person inside the mall vanished. The only ones remaining were a soaking dead body whose pockets were filled with pennies, goodness gracious, and our soon-to-be heroes. First up, Misty Davenport, a sophomore who moved here several years prior, loves to shred on her tech deck, and may or may not have a crush on one of the others. Gang, she just wants to belong. Next is CJ Milton, junior and former starting lineup for the football team, now dedicated nerd who works at the A to Z video. CJ doesn't want to grow out of his hobbies and wants to pursue a future where his imagination can go wild. Then there's Nick Anderson, another junior who's known for straight A's and getting jiggy in the dojo after school. But Nick played hooky and now he's here, trapped in the mall with his classmates, when his big wish is just to be normal, like everyone else. And who can forget Roach? He may be 19, but he's a senior at Central High, and what he may lack in grades, he more than makes up for in big ideas and even bigger joints. One day he hopes to smoke with the president because of a super successful business endeavor. Quite the dream. These four normal teens all were gifted incredible powers by a statue in the mall referred to as Our Lady of the Waters. And with weapons and wielded magic, our heroes re-entered the food court, fought against some flesh-eating undead who were wearing Jack Skellington and Jar Jar Binks clothing. And after defeating them, they found a rift emanating purple light from a bathroom stall in the men's room. After dealing enough damage, they managed to seal that rift and are now left to figure out what to do next. And that's where we're at right now. So, gang, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Well, I think we need to go to A to Z, like CJ suggested earlier, and see if we can use the phone. Try and call someone's parents.
Sure. I mean, we could just hop the counter at one of the restaurants here, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah, let's try that first. And also, didn't they, this talking statue, didn't it say something about there being a key around here?
Yeah.
She had mentioned 2 keys that were needed to get below the mall to stop a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the clues did seem to suggest that we had to go back to the food court, so you're definitely right about that, CJ.
All right, so I guess we keep looking around here and see if we can find a clue.
Okay, well, I'll try and find a phone first and go from there. Like I said, somebody has to have some answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll start investigating around, and I'll have Edgar scout, see if he sees anything that catches his eye.
Wait. Misty,
What?
hold on. Before you touch technology,
Yeah.
what if this is an early Y2K?
Dude, you don't really believe in that, do you?
What do you mean? What do you mean I don't believe it? It's the truth, man. It's out
just
there.
a coding thing. It's got nothing
Isn't your
to
mom
do with
like
people.
like a business lady or something? Like, I thought she would have already like talked to you about this. I know my mom has been telling me about it for like years, that there's no way this can be true.
Well, I mean, look, my mom and I, we differ in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of different opinions. And, you know, I respect her opinions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What does she say about it, though?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't believe in it at all. But you know what, man? Like, anything's a possibility. We're all just like
Yeah.
from the central point of the universe experiencing this life together. Right? And
No, I feel you, cuz. How about I'll be really careful with the technology, and if anything like feels super weird, like especially that we have these new powers now, you know, I'll let you know. We can like investigate it. But I bet we can feel if it's like off, dude. Like I bet like if Y2K is responsible in some way, the same way like the fountain lady gave us our magic, like maybe they're connected. If that's what you're saying, then we'll know.
You're like so insightful, and it makes me want to like really look at the world a different way. I'm glad you're in charge of us, cuz.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm in charge of us. Aren't you supposed to be like the adult?
Yeah.
Or-
You're older than all of
I
us.
just kind of assumed you were going to be in charge. But
Oh, hey kiddos, I gotta tell you something really important, just so that you can consent to this. I am very high at this moment.
Well,
so
we know
my
that.
sage
Right.
advice I give to you is namaste, but you gotta take the reins, buckos.
Fair enough. On that note,
You know,
I'll start
Right.
investigating
I'm-
around.
yeah,
I'm
here,
gonna back
Miss-
up. I can-
Wait, Roach, you're still gonna give me a ride home later, right? Like, you're my ride.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I drive better when
Okay.
I'm high.
All right, cool. Can I give Roach a hug in this moment?
Yes, Roach
Right.
gives you a big old
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, well, I'll be careful, but I'm gonna go find a phone. Okay.
Okay, I'm
where do
gonna
guys
go
want to
with
meet up?
you in case more of those little creepy zombie things
Yeah.
show up.
I appreciate that. We never got to do our lesson this week, so I'm
Yeah.
still trying to work on like my blocking stance.
Oh yeah. I'll teach you that.
So
that
I really appreciate the backup.
I'll teach you that cool roundhouse combo that I did.
Oh, sick. Yeah, what better way to learn than in the present, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we'll meet you guys soon, like maybe like 10 minutes or so. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, let's just take 10 minutes to see what we find.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you and me, CJ, you got me, right?
Yeah. So,
A big relief. Thank you.
Amazing. So you guys split up in pairs. Nick and Misty heading to go find a phone to try and make calls, and Roach and CJ checking out what other clues might be found in this food court. So I would love to let you guys do some kind of checks to find those things. I'm willing
Sure.
to hear what other type of ability checks you think make sense for what you're looking for and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of going to put the ball back in your court. Let you tell me what type of checks you would like to make.
think I'd like to do a good old fashioned investigation and use
That makes sense to me.
Mhm.
Edgar to give the help action to myself.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Can I, since my scout subclass of rogue is flavored more for like urban than forest, could we argue that I could use my survival skill to try and find a phone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick.
And honestly, I'm really terrified of getting snuck up on, so I'm gonna go with perception and just keep an eye out.
Brilliant.
I would love to go with history and
Aw.
try to remember something about like the moments before this all happened, and
Okay.
maybe something about the body that like is maybe just clicking and making sense with Roach right now. And
Just
it's like
very
mostly like
stoner
a like
flashback.
walking it exactly, just like zone the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
what is
Oh
happening?
shit.
Like now that I've calmed down,
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
I got a 25.
A 25.
on my
Okay.
investigation check.
Cool.
Cool.
A good old
'Cool.
17 plus 8.
25. That's incredible. Okay, awesome. With a 25, I will say, CJ, you are looking around. You look around the men's room for a little bit to see if there's any other signs in here that would point towards something unnatural or supernatural happening. When you closed the rift, there was no sign of it ever having been there. There's no like scar in the air or anything. Like you barely even feel a magical presence in that stall. It's as if when you closed it for good and it is gone. There's nothing there, and you feel confident about that, I should say. But upon returning to the food court proper, you pass by the two undead that you guys defeated. You can't help but think of how strange it is in their attire, right? It's not just like they're monsters from another plane, even though their behavior certainly was monstrous. One of them is wearing a Jar Jar Binks t-shirt. The other one has the Jack Skellington. One of them is wearing like really baggy, you can tell, kind of like skater jeans. You see a lot of familiar, even if you, CJ, don't skate, like you recognize a lot of the fraying on the bottom that would make, like on the bottom of the pants, that baggy jeans that you're just gonna let it hit the ground over and over again for months to where it frays and like hangs off. You see that they have on like chain wallets and when you get closer to them, do you think that CJ would actually like check the bodies for more clues?
Yeah, definitely would.
Okay. What you do find is inside both of the individuals' pockets, you find one bright copper penny inside each pocket, like one inside one guy's pocket and one inside another guy's pocket, right? You also find, you go through their wallets, you find their IDs. They have driver's licenses. And they're like, I mean, you work in the mall, right? So like, you actually realize that when you're looking at the body, you don't recognize them. But when you're looking at the license and you see the name and the picture, you recognize these two guys. This is Brad and Joey. They both work at Hot Topic. You've seen them out by the dumpster before. And even further, like you see in their wallets, like you pick up, like, if you want to, I don't know. This isn't like we're stretching away from a normal D&D campaign. So it's like, do you loot their bodies? Like, I don't know. That's up to you. But like, you do find like $50 in a wallet. But like, you also find pay stubs to Hot Topic.
Oh God.
And stuff like that. So there's a lot of clues around these people that make you think that they're connected to Hot Topic as employees.
Whose head did I kick off?
And so, say that one more time.
Whose head did I kick off?
Bradley. Poor Bradley.
That was like a real person.
Yeah, this whole last scene is painted a little bit different now.
What makes me
Yeah, that's serious. I mean, you did see Brad like bite into a severed human leg.
Yeah.
So there's a certain level of self-defense.
Right.
That was
Yeah. For sure.
Decapitation. I mean, who knows? But you know, it is what it is. Too late now. The important thing is this. With that 20, what was it?
25.
25. You do think that it might be worth checking out Hot Topic, especially just because of the sort of, I mean, you guys are teenagers, right? It's not a difficult jump to make to be like, weird, spooky stuff is going on. Hot Topic, right? Like, it's not that crazy of a jump to make. So you do think of Hot Topic. So I'll say with that, that's what you get with that 25. Let me do Nick and Misty. What did you guys get on your checks?
So technically, I got a 6. However, there was a 1 on the die.
Okay.
There it is. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
For a total of...
I get to do this.
A whole 5. And Misty?
I got a very average 10.
Very average 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, the coast is clear. There are no more monsters and everything is quiet. Misty, it doesn't take you too long. Even with a 10, I'll say like it almost takes the full 10 minutes that you kind of allotted yourself to split up in this moment to find a phone. But you do eventually find one. It's just like, it's not right behind the counter of one of the food stands. It's actually like kind of like a little bit closer to the kitchen. So you kind of have to go like a little deeper into the food court. But you do eventually find a phone, no problem. Unfortunately, as soon as you take it off the thing, you don't hear a dial tone. You start pressing the numbers.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you don't hear any dial tone. You even like, I'll go so far as to say, you even find another phone in the food court connected to a different, like a Euro place, like a Greek salads and euros and stuff. And even they have a phone, and you check that one, and no dial tone.
Dang.
So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to make outside calls. But that brings us to Roach.
I'm so surprised by that statement.
You mean you're gonna take out the landlines?
Dude, freaking magic.
So here's the thing. I did not get a natural 1 on the die. Okay? But technically, I got a 0.
I understand.
Bummer.
I do. Okay.
That's so funny.
Okay. That's incredible.
Dude.
That's amazing.
So on par.
Love that for us. So, with a 0, you stand there for 5 minutes thinking that you're about to have this like really illustrative flashback that's going to illuminate things and like connect neurons, and they will be firing. And all you can think of is like, wait, why does that statue have like the staff that you've seen on the side of ambulances? Huh, what?
What?
Weird.
Snakes, man. Snakes are ambulances. Wee-oo. Is that a dead body with its head kicked off?
Roach.
Is that $50?
Roach.
Fuck yeah.
Huh?
Hey, where are you?
Hey, I'm with
Where you
snakes,
at?
man. Wee-oo.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you were supposed to help me look. It's been 10 minutes. So we're heading back now with everybody else.
I saw things. I looked,
Okay.
just like I promised. I
bet.
did not promise you that I would see.
You know what? That's on me. That's on me.
Hey, it's not on you. I just want you to know. Do my best out here.
I can tell.
Thank you.
Let's regroup.
CJ is losing patience. It's so funny.
You're
I'm
scared.
Well, that doesn't
and
seem
don't
crazy,
worry.
though.
I'm sure everyone else found something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the attitude. You just got to be optimistic. Phones, right? Phones.
Yeah, because everything I
Call.
found was not good. So I'm really hoping for some good news from everybody else.
Okay, what did you find?
I'll wait to fill everybody in at the same time. It's a lot.
Oh, okay. Heard. Did you know that the lady on the fountain has the same staff that's on ambulances?
It's like it's like a biblical thing, or like
It's from the Bible?
or it's like a historical thing, right?
Oh. You know,
Can
I don't know if I think the Bible is history, but also never read it. So I've also never read Harry Potter.
You can make a history check if you want, CJ.
I don't know. It just tasted like Greek food when I was thinking about it.
I got a 19.
19. You know that symbol is called like a caduceus. I might be mispronouncing it.
Yeah,
but there's like caduceus is like the staff that has, it's like a winged staff that has two serpents circling around each other. It has like Greek and Roman origins and stuff. I think it belonged to Hermes, but it also has become a symbol for like the medical community or like healthcare.
It's like Greek mythos or something like that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's a symbol of some mythology or god or whatever, but like medical, I don't know.
I'm not a doctor.
But hey, maybe I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to freak out. It's a lot. It's really a lot. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's-
fuck. Like
Yeah.
the Bible.
And we cut away from there. We head back to Misty and Nick.
Oh man.
You guys finish up your
Fascinating.
yeah,
I
you
actually
guys
just
come
Learned that
together.
it's two different things, by the way. There's the staff of Caduceus and the rod of Acephalus,
Mm.
which is just one snake. So anyways, continue.
I don't know if rod is appropriate at this moment.
So Misty and Nick, you guys sort of link up. I imagine Misty would have shared that information with Nick.
Yeah, none of the phones are working. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising considering there's some kind of blackout or whatever magic is happening here.
Yeah.
Magic. Isn't that crazy, dude? Like, it's magic? What the fuck?
Magic. Yeah, I think I
Dude,
killed a guy.
Whoa. Well,
I mean-
but is it a guy or was it a monster?
Right. I mean, yeah, like definitely if I hadn't have done that, they would have hurt us. So like I
Yeah.
don't necessarily feel super bad about it, but like I don't know, it's just I killed somebody.
Are you okay, dude? How do
I
you
think
feel?
so. I don't know. This is tough to deal
Okay.
with. I kicked
a
his
lot,
head
but-
off.
I mean, on the flip side, you're pretty badass. Like, that was pretty fucking cool to see.
Cool, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean
I didn't know you were so strong.
Honestly, I think it's something to do with the magic bits because I can do like Dragon Ball Z things now, which is kind of cool.
I haven't seen that one.
I can shoot like little energy bursts out of my hand. Like I can focus my chi
Yeah.
and shoot it, which is cool.
Well, and did you see what CJ did? Like,
Yeah.
he had some magic too. That was pretty cool. I mean, it was like, I didn't know he was so strong either.
No.
I mean, we're all pretty strong, but like, that was like pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, well, I'm glad you're good.
Yeah.
So maybe we should go find the others.
Let's go find everybody else. Maybe they've got some more information. I think we got rid of all the zombies. I'm sure I think we're fine. Everything's fine around here.
I really never thought I'd have to fight a zombie.
A zombie,
before.
right?
They said Y2K was gonna happen, but I didn't really have zombie on the bingo card.
No, I sure didn't. I sure didn't either. It was weird enough that I'm not at, the dojo right now. Like it's weird that I'm not practicing, and it's crazy that the one time that I chose not to go, here we are. Like I don't know.
Do you think that has something to do with it? Do you think that like you influenced this happening?
I sure hope not.
Nah.
I sure
mean-
hope not.
Now that you mention it, Nick, I made a wish in the fountain today, and I've like heard since I've moved here all about how that fountain can like grant your wishes if you like wish really hard. So, do you think that has something to do with it?
I mean, I made a wish today too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa. I bet CJ and Roach.
I bet
did
they
wishes,
did.
too.
Let's go find out.
Yeah.
Amazing. You guys come together.
So, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Oh.
Bad news.
Go with bad news. Let's go with bad news first.
I think we
Good
killed
news.
real people.
Oh god damn it.
Whoa.
Oh, don't say that. Oh no, I put my arm out. I put my hand on Nick's
What?
shoulder.
What's wrong?
But they were monsters, right? Like, because they were monsters. Not that they were real people.
No,
and they were,
no,
like,
these were like
zombies.
people who actually went to the mall. I checked the
What?
IDs on the bodies. These were like other
Oh no.
kids.
Oh no, Nick. I'm sorry, dude.
I go puke in a plant somewhere.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
CJ,
Sorry.
dude. Nah,
I asked
not
which one
time.
you wanted first.
Yeah.
I said it was really bad.
So, does that mean that we're like killers?
I don't want to think about the legality of murder in this situation, but
Yeah.
what I will say,
I mean,
Is
Nick's
that-
mom's gonna kill him if she finds out about this.
She
Whatever
finds out I
happened-
killed somebody.
Yeah, she'll literally
It's over.
murder you.
It's
Never-ending
over. I'm
cycle.
never leaving the house again.
calm down. Listen,
Grounded for life.
I promise. Whatever's happening, these people are being like taken or converted somewhere, wherever these portals came from, possibly. Something's going on that's turning people into this. That whether or not it's actually them or like zombified versions of them, and they're just like the real versions of them, are trapped in some place that's like the opposite, where things are up and where things are supposed to be down, the downside up. I don't really have like a name for this place, but there
Doesn't exist.
could be this alternate place where people are being sent to. Regardless, the bodies that I did check seem to indicate that they were coming from Hot Topic. That was the good news.
Oh, I love
So-
Hot Topic.
Mom always said that was
Yeah.
the worst store in the place. Even when we came here, I was never allowed to go in.
Oh, Nick, we should get you a choker.
I-
Like a spiked collar, for sure. That'll make you tough.
But yeah, that was the good news, is that I think that's our next place to investigate.
Yeah, that was a good find.
Okay.
Well, what I want to know after hearing you say all of this, DJ, is who would be doing something like this?
I don't know.
Like,
Uh,
how powerful are they if they can create zombies and, like, portals?
I don't know. I don't know if this is like leftover, like crazy conspiracy stuff, magic, KGB. I don't know.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
All,
Yeah.
all we can do is just make a plan.
Yeah, and so pretty much like she got coins in her pockets, right? And
Yeah.
we saw that our coins were still in the fountain, but dead people have coins on them.
Uh-huh.
So like no coin in the fountain, zombie.
Okay. Okay.
So we're heading to Hot Topic, and
Yeah.
I think that is going to be the best thing for us to do right now. Hut hike.
Hut.
Didn't you
hut.
get- DJ, didn't you get some of your cool, like, bracers from Hot Topic?
Well, okay, so the bracer, no. Some of the rings, yes.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
bracer
let me
I
see.
got from this dude at a comic book shop, because he knows a guy who's an actual like leathersmith or like leather
Whoa.
worker, and because I saw he had one, and then he knew a guy who made one, who like actually did it professionally out in Virginia, and he like has like a whole shop and everything. So it was like a whole
That's
thing.
so cool.
But it was pretty sick. I mean, I can,
You think I could get
Talk-
one?
yeah, I mean, sure, I can talk to him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, you should, like, get it engraved or something, dude.
Hey, you know.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's really cool. So no bracers on Hot Topic. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys walk and talk until eventually reaching, if you all remember as players, I mean, what Hot Topic used to look like. Because what it looks like today in our
Claustrophobic.
real world is incredibly different than what it used to look like in the 90s. There are these wrought iron, almost rusty looking bars, like this
Right.
strange looking and very, for somebody who's not of that scene, incredibly off-putting and kind of scary looking, like this metal doors sort of thing on the outside that you have to sort of slide past, and just incredibly dark on the inside. There's like strange red lighting on things. Music normally would be playing, but as of right now it's silent, and it is very dark in there. And so as you walk into the Hot Topic, I want you guys to tell me one thing in the store that sort of calls out to you, something that catches your eye, something that's for sale, like an item in the store, essentially, that sort of catches your eye.
I'll go first. The wall of band keys.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I go over there and I pick up a Nirvana shirt, and I'm looking at a Nirvana shirt like, this is sick. Man, I could just have this.
You could. I mean, you feel it when you pick it up and you find your exact size and everything like that. Missy, you feel like a kinship, like similar vibrations almost. When I say kinship, I mean like not like my brother, but like like you feel a similar vibration when you hold this thing, a tuning fork that has found its frequency when you pick it up, and it feels right.
Sick. Yeah, I put it on. And I'm like, what do you guys think?
Your AC goes up by 1.
Yeah, it's sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
What does everybody else find?
Cool.
I think CJ looks, and because of all this like moving around, it's like wearing armor, mage armor now. It's like kind of hot, so I think he finds a like the largest hairband that he can find, and kind of puts his large afro. Hey, guess what, audience? CJ has an afro.
Right.
In case I didn't describe it last episode, subtly bringing that detail in. And so I think he's going to find the largest headband that he could possibly can, and then just put his afro up into just like one big kind of bun, so that like there's not that much sweat and heat on his ears. He's just going to go, there we go.
Incredible.
Cool.
As you put this headband, what makes it a Hot Topic headband?
Oh, it's got little skulls, just tiny little skulls.
Hell yeah.
all
yeah.
across the
Hell yeah.
design.
You put this headband on and put your afro back, and CJ, I'm gonna give you a +1 to your spell attacks.
It's a big one.
Nice. I think Nick is very practical, and he finds the studded fingerless gloves
Hell yeah.
and puts them on. Just like, all right, well, if I'm going to be punching a lot of stuff, it needs to be, you need to protect your hands, you know?
That looks good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, thanks.
absolutely. You slide them on; they fit perfectly. You almost feel like there's like a brief moment when it almost feels like they change size to fit your hand even better.
Nice.
And in that moment, you feel like a surge of almost like solar-like energy, like a warmth that is very comforting, like not too hot or anything like that. That kind of feeling of being a little chilly inside, and then the first time you go outside and the sun hits you, like that kind of feeling of freshness. You feel it in the palm of your hands and throughout your knuckles. And I'm going to say you can get a +1 to your attacks as well.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see, Nick, isn't Hot Topic really cool?
I
Can't believe you modularly came here.
But it's all because everything's all black, and like CJ's got the thing with the skulls on it. She really hates skulls, and there's like
look how good it
see
was.
this thing. It's like I'm looking over there. There's a pentagram literally on the wall. There's no way.
It's literal devil magic, CJ. That's why. Devil magic, Nick. That's why.
Cool. I mean, to each their own. It's fine. You know, if you need
joking.
if you use devil magic, it's cool. It's badass.
Hail
No,
Satan!
Whoa,
I'm joking.
that's
I'm
a little
joking.
much. That's a little much.
Nick, it's okay. I'm joking. I think. I don't know where any of
Okay.
our powers are coming from.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Roach, does anything call out to you?
Roach is pulled in a direction. He goes to the desk, and underneath it, and he finds a safe. And he types in the numbers 6969 and it opens, and inside
Fuck
he
yeah.
finds the money bag for the cash and a pistol with a pentagram carved into the
Hell
Stop.
yeah.
Stop.
Sure. Yeah, no. This is good. Let's run with this. You find a safe. Here's the thing. You do find like the cash bag and everything like that. You do pull out this kind of intense looking pistol. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is we're gonna give you this pistol. Insane. Let's count it as like mechanically speaking, it's like a short bow.
Okay,
Or
could I
what?
pitch? I do have the gunner feat.
Oh, no doubt, absolutely. I just don't know how it's gonna vibe damage wise. Actually, you know what? I kind of don't care.
It depends. So there's the musk. I think the
Let him send it.
musket does the least amount of damage.
Let him roll some zeros on it.
Right? We're gonna figure it out. So you pull out this gnarly looking handgun. Other than the pentagram that's kind of carved into the metal, what else does this pistol look like? As I
It
look up
is
sporadically.
black. It
Uh-huh.
looks like it has probably never been fired before.
Mhm.
It is a full clip lock. It is not gun safe at all. It is just like in there, loaded,
the
ready for
90s.
somebody to. Is the 90s.
No,
And I
safe.
also think the emotion Roach has when he looks at this gun is instant panic and paranoia. Like, oh no, I'm so high, and everybody's gonna know that I have a gun.
Mhm.
Just instant instinct to hide it somewhere.
Brilliant. So,
Oh no.
okay, cool. So what you find is a pistol. Let's say that it is like even though we're in modern times, just to keep like the damage kind of balanced slightly, let's say that it's like the Renaissance pistol. It does 1d10 piercing.
Oh, I love it. Yes. Could I also give it two-handed proficiencies so that I have more of a handicap?
I mean,
Or like,
if you want.
have to use two-handed? Okay, dope.
Oh yeah,
So-
if you have to use two hands, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Cool.
by all means. And you pick up this pistol. One of the strange things that you do notice is that there doesn't seem to be anything else in this safe. There's no like important paperwork. There's no like. There's just some cash, and it's not even like a cash bag. It's just like a couple stacks of cash. And then this handgun. And so at this moment, all of you begin to hear banging against the door in the back of the Hot Topic. And then you
What the
begin
fuck
to
is that?
hear slightly muffled
Yo.
voice coming from that same direction that's kind of yelling out like, "Hey, help me! Get me out of here!"
Nick, go check.
Okay.
Nope.
Before we move
I
any
do.
further, I grab a lighter off of the counter. Let's see here. What would be a popular franchise during this time? Let's
Pick.
see here.
What about the Zippo? The Zippo's really popular. I think
Oh
they sold
yeah,
some
yeah.
of the Hot
So
Topic.
yes,
Yeah.
so I will get a Zippo,
Uh-huh.
and I'll light it up, and then I will use the Elementalist cantrip, which combines like all of like the like control fire, control earth, all those sort of like minor elemental cantrips all in one, and use it to just make the flame bright like a torch on the Zippo, so that we have a light to guide us in there.
Incredible.
Nice.
Awesome. So Nick, as you get closer, I would like you to make a perception check, and then CJ, can I have you make an Arcana check actually in this moment? For reasons that, depending on how you roll, will be clear. Roach, you had something? I saw you almost raise your
I'm
hand.
gonna try to like stop Nick from going to the door. Hey, whoa. I just want to let you know, man, like in a lot of horror movies, people calling out for help usually kill you.
I get you. I kicked a dude's head off a little bit ago.
Yeah, I think we're past
I
that,
give
guys.
you a hug. I just give you a hug.
All right, cool.
Hey,
It feels
that's
good.
lot.
It's a good hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Hell
you
yeah.
want, I can like probably like talk to like one of the rats and send them in.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. I appreciate your caution here. We'll send the rat ahead and see,
Cool.
so we don't get ambushed by more of these stupid zombies.
So is this door? Is it like a? What's the vibe? Is it like a hand? Is it like a handle? Is it like a corridor we have to walk through?
No, it's just right. It's at far back wall, like as deep into the store as you can go. You can tell that it's like an employee door. Obviously, like the only employees would go back there. It even says as much. Employees only on the door itself. And it's just a turn knob.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna reach down and pick up a rat and throw it at the door.
Oh my god.
And the rat lands on the handle and opens it, and that's my mage hand.
That's
Insanely
hilarious.
amazing. I love it so much.
I rolled a 17 for Arcana, by the way.
Incredible. I'm gonna say, so your rat mage hand is still is literally like hanging on the doorknob. The door is locked. And as you get a little bit closer, you see that there is a like a 3-digit code that's needed, like alphabet. Like there needs to be 3 alphabetical letters that you need to punch in in order to open this door. Also, CJ, with that 17, in this moment, in this place of Hot Topic, even though it's sort of twisting the scope of what your spell can do as you create this flame, it almost begins to burn bluish, white, purple, and starts to give off a black light effect as you see things around the room begin to glow.
Hell yeah.
Let me have everyone make perception or investigation checks.
I got a 16 on that check you called for earlier, the perception check you called for earlier. I don't know if that's still applicable or if since
we'll roll that in. Okay, perfect.
As I'm making this check, can the rat type into the keypad ASS?
The rat absolutely tries that. Unfortunately, it does not work.
Dang.
Too funny.
69 worked though.
Nice.
That's what I thought that would work.
I got a 23 on investigation.
23. Okay, cool. 16. What did Misty and Roach get?
I got a 5.
I got 24.
24.
Perception, not investigation, should say.
Okay. So, Nick, you can hear this voice, hear the knocking. It does seem a little frantic, like this person who is knocking or whatever is knocking does seem to have a little bit of like nerves, like it's a little hectic, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not like calmly like
right.
It's more like this. It sounds like the voice and the knocking seem to be coming from like floor level. Like it's not like a person standing knocking like this. Right? It's like somebody laying on the ground knocking. And you can tell that. Then
okay.
CJ and Roach, both of you see a Shawn Michaels poster. If you're not familiar, or chat or viewers, listeners, if you're not familiar, Shawn Michaels, a big wrestler in the WWF at that time, you see a Shawn Michaels poster that is apart from all the other posters. It's not in that little like accordion thing where you would like, do you guys remember that, where like it's a bunch of posters and you would like sit there and like fan through them? You know what I mean? Like they were in like laminated
carousel
things, and you would a little carousel kind of thing.
Mm.
It's not in that. It's actually like hung on the wall, and it's in a frame, and you see that it's like signed by Shawn Michaels. And on the front of this poster, as you get a little bit closer with your black light fire, you see strange and foreign looking runes begin to show up on the poster. And it almost, you see like the symbols of bleeding eyes and strange iconography showing up on this Shawn Michaels poster in a way that like doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem like this was meant for that, or that it was always there, or that it was like part of the design or something like that. Like even to the point where you can go into the accordion. You guys rolled pretty high. You could go into the accordion of posters, find that same Shawn Michaels poster, and there's no blacklight stuff on it. And yet on this one there is. And that seems very strange. And so there's a possibility that something about that poster is important. And why the Shawn Michaels poster? Maybe that has something to do with the code? Who's to say?
Can I type WWF in the...
You type in WWF. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. You think it's more specific to Shawn Michaels.
Right. Okay.
Do any of your characters know Shawn Michaels' like other performing name?
Not at all.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of your characters, do you think that any of your characters would be into wrestling or into WWF?
Not me.
I'm not... Nick's not into that fake stuff.
I was gonna say, you probably think it's fake. Huh?
Yeah, no, it's
You
all
like
fake.
real
Nick's
fighters.
not
That's
into
so
that fake
funny.
stuff. Yeah.
Probably like
Turn into-
UFC, right?
Do what?
I said probably like UFC instead.
Yeah, but
Real
I don't
fight.
know if the UFC was around. I don't know when the UFC
It's
started.
but it isn't the same.
Yeah.
as it is now.
Definitely. I don't think Nick really dives too much into the martial arts stuff on his free time. Like, there's so much time of his is dedicated to doing martial arts things and fighting and forms and all that stuff. When he's not doing that, it's literally anything else. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to think about fighting or what have you.
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
it probably get brought up a lot in CJ's circles, even if he's not really someone who's into it. Like, even though he's like
That makes sense to me.
going to comic book shops and working at a video store and people are talking about wrestling all the time, it probably like maybe through osmosis picked up a few things.
I think Wanda is really into wrestling and has brought Roach to a couple of WWF matches.
Amazing. So I will say the two soon to be best friends, Roach and CJ, the two of you both at almost at the exact same time, like light bulbs going off. Both of you remember that Shawn Michaels is sometimes referred to as the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, okay, I get it. The rat types in HEA, then waits until it's red, and then RTB, and then waits till it goes red. And then types in EAK.
Oh
And
man,
then it
10-minute
goes red,
lockout.
KID,
Too many
finally.
tries.
That's so funny. Yeah.
So
Wild.
let me step in real quick, and I guess THR, or no, sorry, the
Oh, does KID not work?
THK. What was it? The Heartbreak Kid.
I would go with HBK.
HBK.
As soon as you guys eventually get around to doing HBK,
It doesn't lock you out. That's good.
the door unlocks.
You want to know what's the worst part about this? As someone who is surrounded by people who are actually professional wrestlers in their life,
Whoa.
I hope they don't see this scene.
You let them down, Daniel. You had one
Oh,
shot.
Let them
Oh
down.
yeah,
You
there's
missed
so
it.
many people in my life who are like, really? You don't?
HBK, man. Heartbreak Kid. Shawn
Like,
Michaels.
Thanks for
Justin
finally
Bieber.
letting
This
us
is
get
their
that right,
job, Is
Justin.
wrestling.
We were gonna get there eventually.
Mhm.
Just let us pick some letters at random. I was gonna say Y2K.
Y2K was good.
I know.
But luckily, HBK works. The door is unlocked. You hear the mechanisms turn in such a way that lets you know the door is now unlocked.
Oh, back away, back away, back away. Everybody back away.
I stand
And then
there
the rat
and I open the door.
scurries and opens the door.
The rat uses all of its weight to lean one way, and the door opens, and it just kind of, because your mage hand absolutely can do this, so I suppose the rat can too, since it's the flavor there. Are you using your mage hand / rat to mage rat? We're gonna from now on call it mage rat.
Mage
Are you
rat.
using
Yeah,
mage
mage
rat
rat.
to push the door open?
Yes, but I think it works like one rat opens the door and then like falls down, and then he has to pick up another one to just throw it at the door, and it opens.
Yes. Opens the door, falls down on the ground, looks up at the door and says, picks up another rat.
It's like
Bro,
those
you're
Russian,
gonna go-
it's like those Russian dolls. Like keeps throwing smaller rats.
Oh man, I was gonna throw this one. Okay, cool, good job.
They're small starters.
A small rat slams into a door. The door opens halfway,
That was so
and
strong.
you begin to hear the voice much clearer now and a little bit louder, saying, "Is anybody there? Can you help me, please? I have kind of an awkward situation. I just need a little bit of help. I can't seem to get off the ground. So if anyone,
I'll go in.
hello."
I'll go in the room.
Yeah, I'll follow behind.
Nick, you push the door open all the way and finally can see into this back employee lounge, this like office area. You see like a huge desktop computer and shelving units with inventory and stuff like that. But all of those things immediately get drowned out by the clear thing that you're seeing in front of you on the floor, which immediately explains the direction of the knocking and the voice and everything that you had heard. You see Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Completely, all of her parts are unsewn, and she lies on the floor in pieces. And her head is looking up at you, separated at the neck, and is just looking up at you going, "Hey, how's it? I'm Sally. Could you put me back together, actually? I don't
You gotta.
good with a needle or something."
I'm kind of.
Is it a demon?
I don't think so. Are you a demon?
No.
No.
What does
Are
it
you-
look like?
Are you gonna try to eat us?
Ew.
Ew. Okay. Good answer. No, she looks like a Frankenstein person that's been taken apart.
What's that?
That doesn't sound good.
I don't know. I mean, right now she's perfectly safe. All of her limbs are off.
What?
Yeah, just come on in, guys. Just come on in.
Yeah,
you guys
I'll push in
follow.
next to Nick.
As soon as you guys follow in and enter even a little bit into the doorway, you see what Nick sees. You see Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas sprawled out on the ground in segments. And she sees you guys and is, oh, okay, cool. A whole crowd. Well, this is embarrassing.
Absolutely not. No.
Could you?
Nope. Nope. What
Okay.
the fuck?
Whoa. Harsh vibes.
Can I do like a history or something to see if I recognize that she's Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, make it with advantage.
Great. Okay.
There's no way Nick has seen Nightmare Before Christmas. Not a
Because that came out kind of recently, right?
chance.
I would have
Well-
had to have rented it
I
out.
think it was like 96,
93.
98. Oh, wow.
Oh,
A
93.
lot
wow.
earlier than I thought it was.
90
This is especially
okay.
the
I got
time
a
I'm waiting
12.
for people to return the movie
Uh-huh. Yeah.
from Halloween.
Misty, you 1,000,000% reckon it looks
Yeah.
exactly like her.
It's really popular in pop
The
culture right now,
grayish
right?
blue skin, the gigantic eyes, the sort of, brownish reddish hair. You
Dude.
see the stitching and stuff like that. Like, she's just unsewn.
Aren't you that
Like,
that chick from Night Before Christmas?
okay. I mean, sort of. I'm a full person, but well, not right now. Fuck.
But you're that same
Yeah.
girl, right? Like,
Sally.
I sense there's something
Sally.
in the
Yeah, my
wind.
name's Sally.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Well,
if
in
you
the
guys
movie-
could just put me together.
You
That'd
could
be
just
solid.
put yourself back together, though, right? Like in the movie,
I know I don't have I know I don't have a needle and thread though. And so I was locked in the room. It's not like I can get out really. So
Hey,
if you guys could just put me
everybody-
back together, that'd be solid.
can we like sidebar for a second and like just chat
Yeah.
about what we've all
Yeah,
Like-
for sure.
Yeah, no, take your time. I'll chill here. I'm not
Yes,
going
you-
anywhere.
Yes, you
Okay.
will.
Ooh, I would ask if you
Yeah.
needed a glass of water or something, but
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I do have important information about what's going on in this mall though. But take your
Why
time.
didn't you lead with
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just
Straight up, I thought you guys
sidebar
would just like out of the goodness of your hearts put me together because I'm clearly like kind of dealing with something. But if it
No, I
takes
think-
bribery,
Brooks
then
is
by
right.
all means.
I think we should sidebar.
It's
Yeah, let's talk about
transactional.
it. Let's
Yeah.
huddle. Let's
Yeah.
huddle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sit
Yeah,
there
just a
passive
second, though.
aggressively, and we'll discuss amongst ourselves.
Okay, whatever.
we're kind of just scared and things.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. All right. Cool. So.
hey, so I'm in love with her.
Oh, buddy.
Ever since I was 13 years old,
I
I
remember
would
this.
have like that's like an awakening of sorts for me right there.
We did watch that a
So-
lot at your house. Like a lot.
It's my favorite movie.
I mean, we know every word to that song.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is Halloween. This is Halloween.
No, her song, Sally's song.
I kind of just zone out during that part because I look at her.
Oh, okay. She's got to be. Anyways, this is your
Stay on
shot,
target.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
you put her back together. If you fix her, like, you can fix her. That's great for you.
Yeah,
Sounds
I just
problematic.
I'm nervous because like I don't know
Okay.
how to talk to girls really well.
Roche, listen to me, dude. I've known you for a long time. You can talk to anybody. I've seen you talk your way. I've seen you talk a cop down out of giving you a ticket. I've seen you talk to your teachers to get a straight A when you clearly failed. I've seen you be stoned as fuck lying to your mom and telling her that you were just stayed late because you had detention. I know you can talk to people, dude. I've seen it. I think you should just try.
Thank you. I can talk to anyone. Wow. Yeah. What was everybody else gonna say?
Never mind. Okay, head back in.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
So Can you promise that you won't attack us, betray us, backstab us, and or try to kill us like the last creatures we ran into so far in the mall?
Oh, it's
I
already
also
started. Shit. Yes, I can promise that. Yeah, for sure.
Deal. Let's talk
Okay.
and stitch.
Do you want to shake one of
Where?
my hands? If it makes you feel more comfortable, you can shake one of my hands. It's over there. And you just see, like, off in the distance, just like, if you just
No.
want to shake that one.
No, we're good. We'll just talk and stitch.
Hi, I'm
Roach.
Roach. Hi,
Hey,
people
Roach.
call me Roach. I'm Roach.
Mhm.
Oh,
My
hello.
cousin. Yeah.
Wow, that's a big 180. Hello, Roach. I'm Sally.
I am.
Nice to meet you.
I know. Yeah, I'm a cousin.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible.
So how's your relationship status?
Oh goodness. Actually, I actually just got out of a long-term thing.
Mm.
Oh my gosh,
Pretty
I'm
recently.
so sorry to hear that.
Maybe we should
Yeah,
like pick you up
it's-
though, huh? Does anybody know how to
Mm.
sew?
It's hard.
here?
I know how to sew really
Oh.
well.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can fix things.
And I
Go
flip
for
Oh,
it.
it.
awesome.
Where do we even get needle and thread, dude? Do you have
CJ.
a kit, Sally?
CJ's taking the deepest breaths. Just
I definitely have a needle, and we don't have to talk about why, but
Okay.
I just like we could take thread from clothings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Pull out the needle.
it's definitely easy enough. For your army of mage rats begin undoing a sweater.
Nibbling.
And just kind of like they're like reverse Cinderella rat. Like they're just taking apart a clothing. They're just sort of ripping apart this outfit
Yeah.
as they're like,
Oh my God.
there's like a Oogie Boogie
Perfect.
like onesie, and they're just like undoing it.
That's ironic.
And so you have this like pile of like almost lime green thread, and you begin putting Sally back together. And the rest of you can do what you like, but the whole time Sally and Roach are chit-chatting.
Mm.
So do you come here? Do you come here often, or?
If like you mean like the universe, absolutely. If you mean the mall, every day. But if you mean this place, the back storeroom of a Hot Topic, I can tell you with definity I've never been here before. But it seems like a
Cool.
nice
I mean,
place.
same.
Is yours?
I've also been
Oh.
in the universe and never have been to this back room. You said it was a back room of a store?
Yes, a retail store known as Hot Topic.
Hey,
Oh, wild. Okay, cool.
No,
Yeah,
cool.
I actually don't
Just-
even know how I got here, to be fair.
Oh,
But
hey, so not to be a stitch block, but end of the world?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had some information about that. You said you said. You
Oh,
knew
for
what
sure.
was happening.
mhm.
And maybe like later I could use this needle to give you like a stick and poke.
Whoa.
That's what I usually use it for.
Oh, like a tattoo kind of thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I actually, can you do cover-ups?
can
I have my
try.
ex's name. I know it's stupid, but I have my ex's name on my arm, and so like if you could cover it up, maybe with
That'd be
something
my
kind of
pleasure.
cool.
My lady.
Oh, enchanté.
I don't speak
Okay,
English.
the world is falling apart. Whoa. The world is
Oh, right,
literally
right.
falling apart.
So, so yeah, there are two people like humans, I'm pretty sure, but there's two humans. I think they're the owners of the mall. I mean, they're wicked old. They look so wrinkly, but they
Oh.
are beneath the mall in like a hidden series of, I don't know, tunnels or whatever. It's gross down there. But yeah, they're trying to, I think they're like in some sort of deal. They're like trying to summon something that is definitely gonna like destroy the entire planet. I don't know what they're getting out of it, but maybe some face cream. Ugh. But Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you guys need to find 2 keys because that's the only way to get down there.
Mhm.
And I know for a fact that one of the keys is in what's that? KB Toys. One of the keys is in KB Toys.
Is it like a key, like a metaphorical key?
No, it's like a straight up key. I mean, it's kind of like spooky looking, but it's like a key. It's like a physical object.
That's really helpful, Miss Sally. What?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can I
You don't
ask
have to
a
call me
follow-up
Miss Sally. That makes me feel crazy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you look like a lot older than me, so I wasn't sure, but like, did you?
Okay,
dead-
a lot older.
dead and all? Anyways.
Yeah, but I'm into it. Yeah.
What,
I'm sorry.
What
so-
are you
Women are, yeah.
doing here?
That was my
Why are
question.
you here? Why are you in pieces?
Oh, honestly, fair question. Here's what I know. I used to be, as far as I know, just like part of the store. And as she's saying this, you guys remember there being a sort of life-sized, almost like a mannequin or like a life-size Barbie doll kind of thing, but like Sally. And it's almost as if she's been brought to life. And she's like, yeah, but then like, I don't know. I saw those old people and they like came in here and they were just like fucking about with, they were doing some kind of writing or something. They like signed some stuff and like did some crazy stuff with, I don't know. There was like a piece of paper that they took off the wall, but then they put it back. I don't know. And then I was like, what are you guys doing? And they were like, shut up. And then they fucking like
Rude.
pulled one of my
Old people are
threads and
so
I
rude, dude.
came
What
to
is up with
shambles.
them?
I know. I don't get them. But here I am.
Was it the poster on the wall over there?
Can you show it to me?
I flick the Zippo and pull out the blue light, the blue flame light. This
As
one
soon
over
as
here.
you show her the Shawn Michaels poster, she's like, "Oh my god, yes, that was it. That's it. Yeah. They were checking that thing out. But it looked like they were. I mean, they were looking at both sides though.
So CJ takes it off the wall and flips it over.
You have to actually like remove it from the frame. But
Yeah.
once you do that and you actually have the physical poster itself, you do see that on the front of the poster that depicts Shawn Michaels in the middle of like some kind of crazy wrestling move. That's where you see a lot of symbols. There's nothing that looks like language. It looks more symbolic and runes and that kind of stuff, with like an emphasis on eyes, like more like cartoony kind of. You know what I mean? Like just like a eye. But on the back, you see a very strange, what looks to be like a language or a, it just looks like a bunch of text that only appears with the black light. And as it sort of appears, you see an entire sort of thing here. And then at the bottom, you see 2 what look like thumbprints in blood.
I will spend a spell slot to cast, or actually no, I will ritually cast comprehend languages.
Hell yeah. CJ, this is a contract. You are finding a contract between, hold on, because I have their names. Between a husband and wife, Donald and Margaret, and their last name is Jedesweiter, which I can spell for you guys, but it's like Jeder Zwieiter. Jedesweiter, a German last name. But Donald and Margaret are the
Knowing
ones who
you, that
signed
means
it
something,
bottom
though.
with the blood. Don't Google Translate it; it'll spoil things. But
Okay. So,
I do that all the time. So this is a contract. It seems as though the agreement is essentially, we will perform this incredibly complex ritual that takes over a decade to prepare for. And you start to think back, the mall is about 10 years old. And then the deal is we perform this insane, complicated ritual and summon this incredible being from the other side. Even with comprehend languages, I'm going to say I need an Arcana check, CJ.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Incredible.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh, yeah.
With a dirty 20, you just see the name of the creature, but like it's this weird thing where comprehend languages is struggling to see the name of this creature. Like all of the other words switch into English for a second and you can read them perfectly fine. And then there's this one name and it's just constantly phasing in and out. It's blurry. The words or the letters are jumping off the page. There's something really weird about it. And as you focus in on this one word, you see it finally eventually settles and it becomes the name Nihilith. 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 And so they are summoning Nihilith from this other alternate dimension or plane or distance, who knows. That person or thing or entity gets to come here, and in exchange, Donald and Margaret get eternal youth.
Oh boy. Okay.
And like just skimming through it, because it's like a really intense contract, right? It's almost like an infernal contract in terms of how fucking legal and intense it is. But just skimming through it, it's bad. The things that these two are like willing to do and are thinking about doing and stuff, like it asks for like souls, it asks for hearts, it asks for body parts. Like it's this ritual is macabre, it is gruesome, it is cruel. It like these two are fully willing to like do anything to get this power.
Okay, so
And-
I relay all that. And I will also wrap up the contract and put it in my back pocket and keep it with me.
Okay. Do you share the name Nihilith with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody takes 3 points of psychic damage.
For sure.
Oh,
absolutely.
shit.
Whoa.
Oh,
Absolutely.
CJ, ouch, dude.
Oh,
And with that, we're gonna head to
say
break.
that.
Oh,
Don't
dude.
say that, man. Oh.
And when we
Dude,
come
I
back
didn't
from
like
break,
that.
our fun high schoolers who are having just a blast inside
This is
this
the best time.
inside this mall. Hey, at least CJ has Roach has a potential prospect with Sally. Things are going
Yeah.
swimmingly there.
Take a
Things are
page out
going
of
really, really
Facebook.
well.
So
But we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and when we come back, we go on to KB Toys because apparently that's where the first key is.
Nice.
And we could do other stuff too, but that's going to be the main part of the second half. And we'll be back.
Hey gang, we wanted to talk to you about something pretty important real quick. See, we have some really cool ideas for the future, but we need your help. You can do that by supporting us through our Patreon. At the lowest tier, you get early access to podcast episodes, access to episodes of Action Surge, our post-session table talk show, and entry into a private channel on our Discord server. At the next tier, you can get access to Bonus Action, our bonus content podcast where we talk about a huge variety of D&D and TTRPG related things, like Multi-Class Mystery Mashup, where we get 2 random classes and have to build a character, or Monster Matchmaker, where we go over our favorite monsters at each CR level, or recaps of our home campaign, plus so much more. Joining the Patreon helps us continue to grow and put out content that gets better and better as we learn, improve, and try new things. So, check out the link in the description to join the gang today.
Hey, gang, and we're back. And the gang's all here. Last we left off, our teenagers stuck in the mall found out that they had to go to Hot Topic. They arrived at Hot Topic. They found some strange runic eldritch signs on a Shawn Michaels poster. Broke into a bunch of rats helped to break into the back employee office. We discovered Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas has been unsewn and was in segments on the actual what's it called on the floor. And then we managed to put her back together. There was some light flirting between her and Roach. We discovered that not only is this terrible ritual happening, but there seems to have been a contract set up that was on the back of that Shawn Michaels poster. CJ checked that out and learned the name of this otherworldly being that was being summoned by two human individuals, Donald and Margaret Jedesweite, and
be a Donald.
The being's and the being's name was Nihilith. But upon sharing that name with his teammates, everyone took psychic damage as even the name is too otherworldly, and it just gave them migraines for a brief moment. But we were told that the first key is being held inside of KB Toys. And so, unless there's anything pressing to do here in the Hot Topic, you guys can begin heading over to KB Toys.
Are we just leaving Sally here?
We got Sally though, right?
Oh, Sally says, I don't know if I'm necessarily meant for adventuring or putting a stop to a great evil or anything like that, necessarily. But
Yeah.
I wish you guys the best for
Yeah,
sure.
me neither. I don't think I'm up for that either.
Yes, you are.
We're not. I don't think any of us are made for that. But
here's the thing, Roach. If you don't, then you put Sally in danger if you don't save the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for
Okay.
Sally.
That sounds like sound logic to me.
And me as well. The point I was gonna make was that none of us were made for this, but courage is about moving forward through fear, and I think you should join us because
Yeah.
you
And I
deserve
hear
Come
right,
on,
and I
Justin,
hear
give us
and
the
I
piece.
hear that,
Mhm.
and I hear that, I really do, and
Yeah,
I'm just,
uh-huh.
and she kind of pats you on the cheek and looks deep in your eyes, and she says,
Oh.
"No, I'm not gonna do that, but I'll be here when you're done."
What?
Well, when you finish up, maybe we can, I don't know, grab a coffee or something, or whatever.
Yeah. What?
Missy's just like, he would love to, and then grabs Roach by the arm and starts pulling.
Bye,
Yeah,
I miss
perfect.
you. I will go off and fight battles for you.
Is she fully formed? Is she all the way back together, standing upright? Or is
Yeah,
she
yeah.
Okay.
I am your new Pumpkin King.
Oh, okay.
I think as we're leaving out, CJ is going to grab what seems like a whole bunch of random items like batteries and more Zippo lighters and stuff like that to use as real life spell components.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to find one of the spiked collars and kind of like
Oh, cool.
hold it up to Nick. Like, these would match your gloves. I mean, they probably look pretty sick, dude.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yes, Nick.
You guys,
Looking
am I
dope, my
tripping? Or does
man.
that look so good on him, right? Like
10 times better.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, like a
That was
bad boy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you are starting to
Never been
look
a
like
bad
a
boy
Street
before.
Fighter character.
Hell yeah.
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 With your
Yeah,
white
yeah.
tee and then black gloves and black choker. Like there is like some stuff going on
I've
here.
got the
Yeah,
anime
but-
hair going on.
Mm-hmm. Love it,
Yeah,
love it,
that-
love it.
This guy knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, we should go get the key though, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
All right.
go do that. I think I'm ready to beat some stuff up.
I have one thing to say as we're kind of like traveling. I'm like, oh, Roach, like Sally was so pretty. Like, good job.
Oh,
dude. Like,
yeah.
that was really great. And then I kind of turned to like CJ and Nick. I'm like, don't you guys think that like Sally was like so pretty? She was like so cool, right? Like good job to Roach, huh? Like, gosh.
What'd you say, Nick? What?
She's pretty. That's what I said. I
What?
just
Huh?
agreed.
Don't-
I was
hey,
just
don't
agreeing.
talk about her that way, okay? She's not just an object.
I mean,
She has
Roach,
thoughts
she-
and
she
pieces.
has really pretty hair and like her like stitching is like really
Huh?
cool. I just thought,
It
you
is
know,
now.
it was like pretty
Lime
cool.
green.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay if you say it, Misty, but
I'm just not going to talk about her anymore.
now that you got a collar on, you think you're okay. I understand. Look,
what
I'm
does CJ
sorry.
do? Anything?
No, I'm not touching that subject. To be honest, seeing Sally was
Thanks,
just
man.
frustrating because all I can think about are the customers that I've had to call this week to get back copies of The Nightmare Before Christmas. So seeing it was really just reminding me of work. So
Oh, no.
I felt indifferent.
Yeah, Misty is trying to read that, like read in between those lines for sure. Like, huh?
He was just genuinely felt
Okay.
indifferent to seeing like,
You
oh,
didn't say anything. You didn't really agree either. Maybe it's like a good thing though. Okay, maybe that's not his type. Okay.
Amazing. As you're struggling with these complicated feelings, you all head over to KB Toys.
Actually, could I make an insight check really quick on Misty?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's a 19.
Okay. Misty, make your choice. Don't tell us which, but either a persuasion or a deception check. Your choice. Yeah, depending on if you're trying to like mask these feelings or if you're just kind of letting it fly.
Hmm. Okay. It's an 18.
18 and Roach, you got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
What'd you say?
Okay. Huh?
Anyways, KB Toys, right? Like, we gotta find the key.
Hey, man, I'm just, reeling after that great advice you gave me.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Roach. I told you you're so good at talking to people, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
Sally will
almost
be
like
there when
it
we get
runs
back.
in the family.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I really get it from
Yeah.
my mom's side, you know?
Oh, yeah, we don't have that on my side of the family. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to KB Toys in like 10 years. I mean, I don't really play
Yeah,
with
it's a
toys
very
anymore,
romantic place to
so-
go, yeah.
What?
What?
Oh.
I'm just
Just
going
saying.
to start walking.
Hey, yeah, you better walk, Nick.
CJ is still in
Oh
that
my God.
like stick to the plan mode and it's just like shuffling
Follow the
ahead of
play.
everybody. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's
so
fully
good.
in like, locked into the game mode.
Amazing. So you guys make it to KB Toys. Once again, as a reminder, the mall isn't pitch black, but it is very dark. There's only like the dim, almost orangish yellow glow of generator lights, like emergency lights overhead, but each of the stores seems to be almost pitch black. Their personal lights don't seem to be functioning. And so KB Toys is completely dark. You see the aisles and everything like that. But the closer you get to it, you begin to hear almost like a eerie sound of a toy box playing music, like that just high-pitched, sort of childlike, but also incredibly eerie toy box kind of sound. And as soon as the four of you sort of enter, just even like a step past the threshold, you begin to hear a child's laughter sort of echoing around the place. Just
I let it
I kind of
And then-
like grab onto Roach just to like feel his presence here.
Yeah, I'm gonna exhale and a bunch of smoke is gonna come out. And I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself.
Whoa.
Just get like really high and like a little. It was a sativa, so a little
Right.
Get really
Oh.
fast.
Yeah.
right. You use the sativa to cast Long Strider on yourself, and as you look around for the laughter, you hear a voice that seems to be sort of omnidirectional. And again, it sounds like the voice of a child, but it almost sounds like 3 or 4 kids' voices all stacked on top of each other, just slightly out of sync with one another, as you just hear them say, "Will you play a game with me?"
I instantly pass the joint to Misty.
Yeah.
Take a hit.
No,
Cast Long Strider.
absolutely not.
I hand it over to Nick, just like without even looking at him. Dude, what? So you give a spell for this?
Do I what?
I do my first weed ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you Long Strider.
It doesn't give you Long Strider. And Nick, can I have a Constitution saving
You
throw?
got it. You got it, bud. You got it, bud.
Yeah. DC 10 just to inhale. 15, minimal coughing. 20, no coughing at all. It feels great.
All right, I got a +1 to this. It's gonna be fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
A 15. You cough a little bit, but like as much as you would expect.
And then I just kind of hold it up to whoever wants to take it out of my hands. That was
Take it next. All right.
Yes.
I think we know where this is going.
Oh gosh. I mean, my mom's already gonna kill me, right? So like she can't kill me twice.
Dude, it might help, honestly. Like, you might, like, be able to do that round kick, like, even higher.
Yeah.
And the
How do you
kids are
feel?
still there, right?
The voices, I mean, you don't see anybody.
Pass
You
it
just
to
hear
Nick.
the voice.
He didn't get to hit it yet.
Can I send Edgar to scout from above and tell him to squawk if he sees anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Have Edgar make a perception check as the voice continues to just be like, "Oh, come on. Just play some games with me."
Nope. We came
Hold
here
up,
for a
or-
key, and that's. I don't
Oh,
really
I
wanna
have
play.
the key. I have it.
Of course.
I'll give it to you if you play with me.
We gotta. How about? You want to trade?
This is the trade.
I got a better one. I can
No.
make you play games with yourself in your mind.
What? You're weird.
I know. Come on.
CJ, what did Edgar get? I see the 14. Okay. 14. Edgar doesn't see anybody. However, I will say Edgar does see there's like a couple things sort of moving in the pitch black, but as a raven or crow, I forget. Corvid, either way, kind of, but probably having some sort of dark vision. Raven. Sick.
Yeah.
And go Baltimore.
Stop.
You see,
You gotta stop.
Edgar sees things moving in the aisles and stuff like that, but isn't finding like children or anything like that. There's just a little bit of movement, but it's kind of hard to see in the darkness. The child's voice continues and just says, "Listen, if you want the key, I am happy to give it to you. I just want you to play some games with me. Easy peasy."
Okay, what game would you want to play?
Oh, I have so many games.
Can we pick?
be careful, CJ. You're like pretty good at games, but
why don't we leave it up to chance? Maybe you could roll a dice and that'll see what game we play.
Who's Chance?
What?
Huh?
You're silly. I like you.
The heck?
Where's your mommy?
And oh, I don't have a mommy.
Where's your daddy?
Dead, I think. I
Same.
don't know. They didn't like playing games. I love games. So let's play. And in front of you in that moment materializes a sort of spectral, and then it solidifies into actual matter as in front of each of you is a D4.
Whoa.
Oh no.
The heck?
Okay, so what happens if we don't play?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you don't play the games, you just don't get the key.
Mm-hmm. And what happens
But I
if we
think you want
lose?
this key.
What is this pyramid?
It's a dice, silly. You just roll it and tell me what
Lego.
number you get.
I got a 3.
Oh, 3?
Don't make your voice go up high like that. It means like something's coming.
No, 3 is
I got a
good. I
one.
think you're gonna like that. Ooh, a
Okay.
1.
What do you look like?
4. And did you guys all actually roll different numbers? That's insane. I was gonna have you guys re-roll if you got the same numbers.
did.
That
Wild.
works out
We all
perfectly.
rolled.
All of them.
Each number.
Wow. She laughs at this a lot. That's crazy. Statistically, one of you would have probably rolled the same number as somebody else, but that didn't happen. Wow. This is going to be so much fun.
Okay.
Well, are you ready to start playing?
Yeah. Do we get to know the rules?
Well, each of you are playing a slightly different game.
Oh no.
Explain the rules to each
Can
of
we
you.
trade? Can we like trade?
No.
games? Oh. Okay.
Well, maybe later on, but let's at least try the games that you rolled for first.
What happens if we lose?
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. But hopefully we don't
I
get
hate
to
this.
Huh?
I hate everything about this.
Yikes.
it.
Okay.
No, this is
okay.
good.
the
Okay, it's gonna be
laugh
pants.
is worse. It made it worse,
I'm
Justin.
really high right now, you guys. This is really weird.
Oh, maybe it's just the drugs. Yeah. I'll play the game.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, awesome. That's 3 of you who said yes. I'm waiting for one more.
All right, let's do it.
Hey,
Wait,
there we go.
all have to. Do we all have to play the game? Oh well, never mind.
Yeah,
We
we're
also can.
doing it now.
and each of you in that moment briefly get teleported to 4 corners of the KB Toys, separated by the rest of the store.
I've been teleported.
I need all of you to
Hello?
roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
shit. By the way, I also have the alert feat. I realized that last time, and it didn't really matter, but here we are. Oh no.
Hey. It's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
We got a 12.
Okay.
Total of
I got an 18.
18.
it's a 25 total.
Nick, Misty, TJ. Okay, cool. So as it stands, it's CJ, Misty, Nick, Roach. I know that the new alert does some shenanigans. Are people switching places or anything like that?
I'm good.
Dope.
I don't know what we're doing.
Okay. No doubt. Okay, so CJ, you go first.
Justin comes out from that. I've
CJ.
been here the whole time.
Let me ask Daniel a question really quickly. Daniel, are you familiar with the child game Crocodile Dentist?
No.
It was a game in the 90s. It was like a toy in a game. It was a plastic crocodile that had little plastic teeth, and you push on the teeth, and one of them was like triggered so that the crocodile would snap its mouth. In this corner of the thing, dark, but there's still like some glowing lights and stuff like that from the center of the mall that eke their way in. All of a sudden, in front of you is a massive crocodile with rows of razor sharp teeth that is just looking up at you with its mouth open. And you hear the child's voice as if she's almost like whispering in your ear, but every time you turn to look at her and to confront her, she seems to vanish and she's not there anymore, and then her voice appears somewhere else near you, and she says, "So this game's called Crocodile Dentist. So it's really simple. All you have to do is find all of the teeth that are hurting this poor crocodile. But don't pick the wrong one, because then it'll bite you. Simple enough. There's 10 teeth in total that you have to find. You think you can do it?"
So do I need to like touch the teeth to find?
Yeah, you have to pull them out.
them?
You have to do dentistry on a real life crocodile. Easy peasy.
Interesting.
Suction. I need a drill here.
Can I make an investigation check to see if any of the teeth stand out?
Sure. Yeah. Investigation sounds right. Well, you can use that.
17.
17. I will say you spot 3 teeth. You spot 3 teeth that seem to have a little bit of decay at the base of them. That make you think that they could be ones to choose.
Okay, I guess I will pull out the Zippo, and then when I hit the ignition on it, or hit the spring to hit the flint, I shoot a firebolt out from it and shoot it at one of the teeth to try to knock
Interesting approach. Okay. Roll an attack.
it. That is a 26 to hit.
26, more than enough. I'm going to say even you can knock out 2 teeth with that. So you very carefully, like a sniper, hit these 2 teeth without causing any harm. Are you trying to cause harm to the crocodile itself, or just
No,
remove
I'm not
the
trying
teeth?
to agitate it. I'm just trying to knock out the
Okay.
problematic teeth.
Okay, perfect. So you're successful. You manage to knock out 2 of the teeth. However, because of the direction, you end up pushing the teeth deeper into the mouth. Are you going to try and remove them? As you hear the voice go, "Silly, you're supposed to take the teeth out, not put them back in."
Can I send Edgar to grab him?
You absolutely could. You send little
'Cause I knocked
hopping
out
along.
2 teeth, so I'll send him to fly in and grab 2 of the teeth and fly back out.
Absolutely. Edgar flies in. The alligator's mouth is wide. You hear the sort of gurgling and like the hissing noise of a crocodile who's just had a firebolt shot at 2 of their hurt teeth. As a raven steps inside of its mouth, grabs those 2 teeth, and exits. And everything seems to go okay so far. Moving on. Misty. Kayla, are you familiar with a childhood game from the 90s called Elefun?
Elephant.
That sounds really familiar.
It's one of my favorite games. I think I put a video in our group chat thing about it.
It's so catchy. The little jingle for it is so catchy.
Misty, as you appear in this corner of the KB Toys, you see in front of you a like dog-sized elephant. Big tusks. It looks like a normal ass elephant, and it looks like almost more like a full-grown elephant. Like it doesn't look like a baby elephant. It looks like a full-grown elephant, but just smaller. And once it looks at you, it immediately lets out a loud trumpet, and then the trumpet gets interrupted as it begins to sneeze. And as it sneezes, these strange looking, those kinds of moths that have like skulls on the back, like Silence of the Lambs kind of, those scary looking moths begin to come out of the trunk and start flying around. And immediately the moths start flying in a small swarm all together. And immediately the elephant looks worried and starts chasing them. And the voice says to you, "You need to help that elephant catch those moths again. It needs them to live. If that elephant dies, bad news. Game over."
Uh-huh. Okay.
And so what are you doing?
I would like to dash after the death head moth.
Okay.
And so we're in a kid store. Is there like a kid-sized bug net that I could grab?
Make a perception or investigation check or something.
Great. Let's do perception.
Okay.
An 8. Hopefully bad.
An 8. You find a like toddler size, like a handheld tiny little net that like you could catch one moth at a time.
Okay. I take it with me and I run after these moths and try and start catching them with the net.
Okay, awesome. How's your sleight of hand?
Pretty good, dude.
Okay, awesome. You never know where people put their skill proficiencies.
I'm a rogue, so if I don't have sleight of hand, then what do I have?
All right. You never know. Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
You got it. 16.
16. You can absolutely manage to catch 2 of the moths.
Sick.
As you catch them, the elephant sees that you're helping and turns and opens its mouth for you to feed the moths to it.
Yeah, I like throw them in, like very like comically cartoon style, where they just go whoop, like an arc.
As soon as they come into the elephant's mouth, you hear the crushing of bug carcasses as it immediately begins to chew them up.
Okay. Great.
And you see like
those,
wings
buddy.
and legs in its teeth.
Okay, I'll get you some more.
Amazing. And we move on to Nick.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Hell yeah.
That would have been a great one.
I'm
That
gonna
would have been a great
phone.
one for you specifically,
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Here's what I need from you. First, I need you to roll a D100 twice.
First one's a 45.
5. Okay.
Second one, 84.
Wow. Great picks. Great picks. 84.
Thank you.
Okay.
I really tried.
Yeah. No. This is good. Nick, you find yourself in another corner of the KB Toys. It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you are actually the only one who ends up seeing the source of the voice. As you see rising up through the floor, almost like a ghost, you see a little girl with paper white skin, black, like all black, almost enlarged eyes, kind of scraggly, unkempt hair, wearing a very simple white dress, holding onto a little doll. As she says, "Are you ready to play a game?"
No, but let's do it.
Okay. Awesome. We're going to battle. And you see out of thin air a baseball hat appear. She turns it backwards and she says, "Vileplume, I choose you." And throws forward, and you see a massive flower appear, bright red leaves on top, a purple body with little like dots for eyes and a smile. And you immediately begin to smell corpses, like dead, rotting meat, as this Vileplume appears. And then she goes, "Doduo, I choose you," and throws another Pokeball. You rolled twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see a two-headed ostrich-like bird, except it has long, razor-sharp beaks, as it has two necks and two heads. You're familiar with what a Doduo looks like, of course. And as you see these two Pokemon, what are you doing?
We've been through some weird shit tonight. I'm also a little bit high. I'm going to look at my belt and see if there's Pokeballs.
Huh. Interesting. I will allow it. Would you rather pick a fighting type Pokemon from the original 150?
Machamp all day.
Okay. Now they're just going to use your stats, right? But so
All right.
like when you roll to attack, you're just going to
Yeah.
roll
All
what
right.
you would
All right.
normally
Cool.
roll for yourself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna Machamp. I choose you, and
hell yeah, and a Machamp
yeah,
appears.
hell yeah.
Like 5, almost 6 foot tall Pokemon, gray, rock-like skin, forearms, massive belt, like little Speedo appears. And yeah, go ahead and make some attacks.
Hell yeah. I can do 2. I'm going to focus on the Doduo first.
Okay.
I've got one is an 8, which I'm sure doesn't hit, and the other one's a 26.
26 will absolutely hit. Yeah, the 8 misses. Is this your bonus action unarmed? Like the 2 attacks?
Yeah. It's gonna be two. It's two punchy boys, 2 punchy jams.
Gotcha. Incredible.
5 damages. I'm not using my spike glove, so it doesn't matter. But The +1 is just to my attack rolls, not damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's my turn.
You make your 2 attacks. The Doduo looks very hurt. They are both going to try and attack your Machamp. So it's gonna, again, it uses your stats.
Yeah. So it's got my
except
HP.
for health.
Oh,
Yeah.
It has its own health pool.
It has its own health pool, but it's your numbers.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. So it's got my hit points.
So it's like
but
a substitute. It's just standing in. Yeah.
Love it. Love everything
No,
about
it was
that.
a solid ask.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does a 15 hit your AC?
15 meets it.
Okay. So then Doduo and Vileplume both hit with attacks. That's 11 points of damage.
Yikes.
To your Machamp. As you see, the Doduo does a tri-attack where they just go nuts and are actually, Doduo doesn't have tri-attack. That's a Dodrio thing. Come on. Doduo just does a beak attack. And then Vileplume does Vine Whip as you see these massive vines come out of its body and just slash at it. And your Machamp is looking pretty hurt. As we move on to Roach. Cameron, I don't have to ask if you've heard of this game because it's such a popular game. I know you've heard of it. And I love you so much. You picked, and not you didn't pick. You rolled possibly the most terrifying one.
Oh, fuck.
Operation.
No!
As you find yourself... As you find yourself in a corner of the KB Toys, and immediately you are met with a table with a living person on it who seems to have massive holes in their body that are strangely shaped. And the person looks at you and goes, "How did I get here? Oh my God, what the fuck is going on?" And there's a Charlie horse. There's a little horse inside of my leg. Get it the fuck out. What is going on? And they have a big red like clown nose. And the voice, you hear the child's voice going, "So you get it. It's like Operation. You just have to like take out the things that aren't supposed to be there. There's 3 of them.
Can you help me?
I can give you a tool.
I'd love that.
Okay,
help
here you
me.
go." You just see, almost out of nowhere, you just see an arm. God bless you. You just see an arm kind of come out of the ether and just hand you a pair of forceps. Like,
When I see the arm, can I bonus action Hunter's Mark it?
absolutely.
Okay.
Nice
She
move.
laughs.
I know
She
where
laughs
is.
a little bit. Yeah, she laughs a little bit and goes, "Ooh, I knew I liked you."
And I think how
then
that
she-
happens is I sneeze and a roach comes out of my nostril and lands on the hand.
Absolutely. And she doesn't notice the roach, but she feels the magic. And the roach kind of just like plays passenger in her hair, sort of, as she vanishes back to go. You sense her over by Nick.
Oh, great. Oh, I just know. Haha.
Okay. So she hands you a pair of like tweezers or forceps. You see this guy. He's got like these strange things. You see like kind of in his abdomen, you see or rather like towards his chest, you see a wishbone, and it's in the shape, the hole is in the shape of a wishbone. And then you see like a wishbone. And then you see in his thigh the shape of a horse, and there's just like a tiny horse inside of his thigh. And then in his arm, you see a pretty simple one. It just kind of looks like a rectangle, and it's like a pen, like writer's cramp.
I don't need this.
That'll do it.
What are you doing?
That'll do it.
And the guy's just looking at you like, "Oh my God, come on, dude.
Oh my
gotta-
god.
You gotta get it out.
Oh
Get it
my-
out. Get it out. I
okay.
can feel it moving."
Hey, okay. Let's do that horse. Let's get that horse out.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I take
I
the
believe in
things, and I'm, and then all of the, I just like, Okay, so I cast Hunter's Mark on this little devil thing. And how far away do I think it is? Do I know that?
Like 75 feet.
Roach is out here trying to break the game. We're just sitting here living in our own worlds and doing it. Roach is actually out here doing work.
Okay. Fuck, there's this guy in front of him. Okay, of course, he's just... Okay, yeah. I take the things, and I try to get the horse out.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... I think it would be sleight of hand.
Wait a second. No, I don't do that. I cast Speak with Animals, and I talk to the horse, and I say, hey, buddy.
Oh my god, no!
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Amazing. Amazing. This is so cool, and I don't know if you're using 2024, 2014. Feels like you're casting 2 spells in 1 turn, but I love this. So we're going to rock with this. No. It's cool. I'm allowing it. It's cool enough, and it doesn't feel game breaking. Okay. Say one more time what you're saying to the horse.
Hey, Charlie? Is that your name? Could you get out of there?
To know?
My name is Rufus Kiefer. Some people call me Roach. You're a horse. You're inside of a person. Do you want to?
I'm in here, baby.
Okay.
I'm making it my own.
Can you get out of there? I got a better place for you out here.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Roach, make either a I'll say with advantage because you're speaking straight up. Make a animal handling check
Okay.
with advantage.
Oh, thank God. Okay, 19.
19. Okay. The only question the horse goes,
What is it like?
It is... Honestly, dude, chill as fuck. There's a bunch of other small horses and like smaller people. And if you like it because it's wet and warm in there, there's also wet and warm places. And you can alternate between dry and cold and wet and warm.
Hey, baby, you had me at wet and warm.
and a little horse pops out of this guy's thigh. And just like
with a little horse.
You catch him. Hey, what is this about?
Hey, you're being a bad horse, okay?
Hey,
give
you
an
don't
attitude.
know me.
Livin. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
You better not. You better not.
Oh.
Hey, let me down. Put me back in that guy's thigh.
I'm gonna put you where I put the cards that I win when I play this game in it. I put him in my bag.
Oh my god!
You put him into your bag.
No.
Yeah, you hear from inside of your bag. You hear the horse, the final words of the horse. Not final like he's dying, but final words of the horse. Just go.
Oh, it is wet and warm in here. Okay, this'll do.
And we move on from there as we head back to CJ. CJ, you're performing dentistry on a live crocodile. What's up?
CJ having a flashback, thinking about being in watching playbacks of football games and hearing the coach break down about like sometimes you just have to get inside of your enemy's head in order to make them make a mistake and break the game. That's how you do it. You gotta break your opponent mentally before you break them physically. And so using that lesson, I kind of think of like, okay, what makes a child super angry? Breaking their toys and not playing with them. So I pull up I have my staff and I reach into my bag of components that I've gathered from Hot Topic. I take you remember those little magnets that used to be those like little silver ball magnets that kids kept eating, so they had to get rid of them. I take that and I wrap them around like a little bracelet around the staff, and they begin to gyrate and get charged with magic. And then I point the staff towards all of the teeth, and I cast Magnify Gravity and yank out all the teeth at once.
Insane. Okay.
Whoa, that is so sick.
And I break the rules.
Yeah, I love it.
Magnify gravity.
Magnify. That's you can cast it at a 3rd level. Like as a
magnify gravity is.
Magnify
It's a
Gravity is a
first level.
first level spell.
It's a 1st level spell. That sounds broken. That sounds super broken.
It's not as crazy. The name of it makes it sound.
It
fun.
sounds crazy.
And it is a
I
great
don't know
spell,
the spell
but
text
it's
of it
not
at
like
all, but it sounds broken.
it's not like that crazy. But yeah, it is. It is still wild. Okay. Ooh, fails the saving throw. Go ahead and do that damage.
So the damage on that is 10 points of force damage, and its speed is reduced by half. And then as I do that and rip out all the teeth at once, I plug my ears and I use my raven to use mimicry to mimic voices. And I'm going to use him to mimic a combination of voices. And it's going to say, Nihilit's going to kick your head off.
Interesting.
And I'm just going to try to use that to...
No. It's good, but there's a part of this that's really interesting. Okay. Here's what I'll say. Because I want to give you the opportunity. If you're trying to do this extra psychic damage to the crocodile, Edgar would also take that psychic damage.
That's fine. I'm not trying to do psychic damage to the crocodile. I just want the kid to hear the name out loud.
Got it.
On top of me breaking the game to upset the child.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we'll say that you say the name in such a, because it's up to you. I mean, yeah, you're saying the name. That's how
so I don't mind my familiar
Eldritch Horror. Yeah, no doubt. That is what's going to happen. So, it's 3 points of psychic damage. So however much, I don't know how much HP Edgar has.
He has 2 hit points.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
permanently dead, no saves.
Edgar
full dead.
Edgar mimics the name and says the name Nihilith, and then bursts into feathers and sort of evaporates in that moment, which you would know, like magically speaking, that like they're not dead forever. Gone. You could resummon them and shit, but just they're gone for now. The crocodile takes some damage from it as well, which is, in this moment, you find that to be a little strange because you're like, how did the crocodile even understand that? Like, this looks like a straight up crocodile. Like, how did they understand saying the name in English? You know what I'm saying? But somehow you can tell that the crocodile took that damage as it kind of like whips around. All of the teeth are out. I'm going to say the crocodile is going to... You hear the child's voice say, "Well, that's not fair. You're not playing fair. That's not how the game is supposed to go." And they get furious and their voice drops, and the crocodile is going to try and make a tail attack at you because they can't. I mean, they can bite you. It's just not going to do a ton.
They don't have any teeth.
That is a 9 to hit. I rolled incredibly low.
Gotcha. I have a 13 in AC.
Incredible. Awesome. So you, like that other child game, skip it. The tail comes swinging around, you hop over it. and we leave there and head to our next game. Misty. You have some more moths to catch as this elephant chews on the ones you've just given them. What are you doing?
I'm gonna lean into my like, survivalist instinct here, and I'm going to like use the layout of the store to my advantage to try and like run the moths into like a corner or something, so it's easier to catch them.
Okay, cool. I'll say go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. I'm rolling so bad tonight. That's a 7.
7. Unfortunately, you seem to separate the swarm of moths. You do end up trapping 2 moths in a corner, but you see that it separates the swarm as like 3 moths go off in a different direction. And the elephant sort of like sees that happen and looks at you, and just you can almost feel disappointment.
Not disappointment.
Yeah. Not anger, just disappointment.
Dude.
You see the elephant's like shoulders sink a little bit. Rolls its eyes and is like,
I'm trying, okay? Like, we can't all be like top tier students. I know that. All right, I'm doing my best. Give me some credit.
Makes a small elephant noise. That was just a free ability check. You have these 2 moths in the thing. Go ahead and make another sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Unless
cool.
you have any other tricks up your sleeve.
Well, I'll do this. Okay, so sleight of hand is a 23. There we go.
Incredible. You easily catch those 2 moths.
And then for my bonus action, I will dash after the ones that got split up.
Okay, you catch up to them. Amazing. Feeding those 2 new moths over to the elephant.
I'll show you, I'm really good at this game. I promise. I'll get them all right now. Yeah, it's like fun, actually.
You guys are having incredibly different experiences. Like vastly different experiences. It's really funny to me. I've been planning this for so long. I'm so happy right now.
That's it.
And as you're sort of Misty, as you're running around the place, like most of the other people's games keep them in one spot, but you're running around the place chasing these moths.
I see everybody
I'm
else?
gonna say, what's your passive perception?
Mm-hmm. That is a good question. 13.
13. I'm gonna say you can absolutely find Roach.
Oh.
Because of the human man that he is operating on shouting. You hear a guy being like, pull the horse out of my leg, dude. Pull the horse out of my leg.
I feel like I run.
Well, man, I just gotta talk to it. I just gotta talk to it.
It's coming.
Talk to it. It's a horse. Just like,
I feel like I'm sprinting past, and me and Roach make eye contact, and I kind of like give him the head nod. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Keep running.
So funny.
Ooh, you got this. I'm out of here.
And I'm running so
Amazing.
fast. Faster than you've ever seen me run before.
Incredible. And we cut over to Nick,
Oh my God.
whose Machamp has taken a ton of damage and still has a unhurt Vileplume and a very badly hurt Doduo. Nick, what are you and your Machamp doing?
I think Nick has really fallen into this illusion at this point. He's had his first weed ever. And like I feel like he feels like he is now like the fighter Nick in the Pokemon games, like the random trainer that you find on the road. So he's like he's taking it super seriously, and it gets like an anime like close up of his eyes. All right, Machamp, it's time to go all out. And I'm going to use my last key point, and I'm going to do 3 attacks this round.
Hell yeah.
I
Okay.
love this.
Let me know who you're attacking with each one. So we're gonna
I'm
probably
do
end up
one at a
rolling
time.
damage separately, but
All right, I'm going to roll them one at a time. First one is, I'm starting with Doduo because I know I've already hit Doduo once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all dead. That's an 18 on the die.
Absolutely will hit. Roll damage for that one.
5 more damage.
Doduo faints.
Awesome.
You see massive X's go or no, rather
The
swirls.
swirlies. Yeah, the swirlies.
These swirls go over the eyes as like this
Yeah.
Pokemon just like falls to the ground, and you see the little girl, the orphan, take Doduo back into her Pokeball as she like clips it onto her belt, and she goes, "Ah, Doduo, better luck next time, I guess."
Okay,
She's Southern
Machamp, we've got him on the ropes. Get him! And I'm going to do 2 attacks against the Vileplume.
Absolutely.
The lower one is a 17.
Ooh, both will hit.
Fuck yeah. All right. Max
Yeah,
damage.
so you can
max
roll the
damage,
damage
max
together.
Damage. Ooh, 9 plus 6 is 15.
15. I'm gonna say, how much does Nick know about Pokemon?
A lot. Like, this is
Okay.
like his go-to, like, whatever. Yeah.
Joke. You know that Vileplume is a bigger deal than Doduo is,
Mhm.
and so you're not surprised that it's going to be harder to take out Vileplume. And so Vileplume is very badly injured, not dead
Cool.
or fainted or whatever.
Yeah. So Machamp does like a whole, like, the arms go blurry for a second of all 4 of them just kind of shotgunning into the Vileplume for a few seconds.
Hell yeah. Machamp takes 6 more damage.
Machamp's
you
still
see-
standing, baby.
Vileplume begins to slowly float as you see her eyes turn a whitish pink as she essentially is casting / using Petal Storm. As you see razor sharp petals begin to, like cherry blossoms, as they're falling, you see them slicing Machamp all over, razor sharp, as both of them
got
are
all 4
caught in
arms,
this
like-
storm of petals. Yeah. And we move away from there. Incredible
This is
turn
so sick. I'm so
to
jealous of this for you.
Roach.
It's the coolest.
So
And then fucking Roach is operating on the guy, like totally different
to Tori.
vibe.
And you're just...
what the hell is
Yeah.
happening? Okay, and then 75 feet away from me, there's a bunch of fucking petals that just explode.
Yeah.
Hey man, just 1 second. I will be right
What?
back, and I'm gonna run
What
like
do you mean?
towards the petals to see if I can see whatever is doing that, because
Oh,
it's like
fuck,
in
fuck,
the
fuck,
direction
fuck,
of
no,
where
no,
this girl is, or this
Yeah.
child is.
He just keeps trying to be like, no, come back.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a doctor. I'm getting a doctor. I'm getting a doctor.
And you rush over to approach Nick. What are you doing? How much movement do you have? Or
I
how
have
much
40
movement are
feet.
you? Okay, cool. So you get pretty close. I mean, yeah.
Ah,
You see Nick. Nick seems pretty much fine. He's standing on one side. You see a little girl who has the same, like, you recognize the arm a little bit, I would say, and your hunter's mark, obviously, with pink. Shaggy hair, black, like all black eyes, paper white skin, wearing a very simple little dress and holding onto like a stuffed animal.
oh.
And she has in this moment, she has a backwards baseball cap. And you see Vileplume battling Machamp.
I see a giant corpse-eating plant that's attacking my friend, and I take out a gun and I shoot it.
Amazing. Roll to hit.
Guns versus Pokemon. Who knew that was the answer?
We just hear
Pal
a
World did.
gunshot
Pal
go
World.
off.
Pal World
Yeah,
did.
totally. Oh my god.
That's a natural 20.
Fuck yeah!
Let's go.
Fuck yeah!
Let's go.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Poor Vileplume.
Hell yeah, Roach. Way to come in.
Cool. Amazing.
Absolutely
that?
incredible. Great question. Here's how I do them. It's double dice. So it's pretty much, if it's a 1d10, now it's a 2d10. And then your modifier stays the same.
Okay, amazing. I am also as I shoot this gun, just a swarm of like roaches and flies and bugs kind of just like whoosh up because of the sound and follow the bullet. And all like little tiny bullets go through this plant and start feasting on it. And I'm going to add 1d6 to this roll, which will be 2d6.
Hell yeah.
So it's not just a
yeah,
pistol, it's
everything
a dark
would
magic
get
pistol?
All the dice would get doubled. So if you're adding 1d6 from your swarm, that also becomes 2d6 because of the nat 20. The same way that like a rogue sneak attack would get doubled.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah,
20s are
9.
I know. I've been telling people, roll more nat 20s. They're good. I call it controversial. I mean, I don't want to call myself brave because that sounds weird, but I'm out here.
Time someone took a stance.
Completely
in the
understand.
TTR.
That's like, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the recognition.
That's going to be 26 points of damage.
Ooh. God damn.
Okay, here's what's gonna.
Oh,
That makes it even more terrifying.
yeah.
It really does feel like, wait, this isn't a game anymore. He brought out a gun.
He just straight out, like, imagine how many problems would have been solved in the Pokemon universe if somebody just pulled out one gun.
It's just a gun, guys.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So here's what happens. Roach, you rush over. You have your handgun. Hold it up. You shoot. It goes through the Vileplume, and instantly, there's no spirals over the eyes. The Vileplume, like, just like fully dies in this moment, and you see the bullet go through, rip through Vileplume's body, and it hits the shoulder of the orphan.
Oh.
And the orphan takes the remaining damage. So
Whoa.
whatever almost the way wild shape works, like it hit Vileplume all the way down to 0, and then the remaining went into the orphan, and you see this orphan looks fucked up. Not bloodied, but like pretty fucked up by that single hit, because 21 of that 26 carried over.
Yeah,
the Vileplume
imagine.
only had 5 hit points left.
Beat up that little girl.
I see that as a gracious gift from you, DM, but my scheming mind must ask. Technically, she did take damage from a weapon attack. So, because she's hunter marked, would she take an additional d6?
Which would be 2.
I love... Because it's, but that she wasn't the target, though.
True.
I'm
Very true.
haggling some stuff, and
Very
I'm
true.
treating Pokemon like wild
Dude, it
shapes.
was-
So I'm
it
going to
was
say
worth
just
asking,
straight up no.
for sure.
Really?
On this one,
Smart.
I'm going to say straight up no on this one. Love the ask, but yeah, I'm making a lot of shit up on the top of my head. I wasn't expecting Taylor to ask for his own Pokemon. I'm figuring out a lot of stuff right now.
Okay, I had that. I'm sorry.
You did. You had to. You literally had to.
This orphan gets shot in the shoulder and goes,
Ooh.
"Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't
That
feel as bad
wasn't
anymore.
part of the game.
I'm trying to do surgery over here. Smart kid, help me.
You shot me with a gun."
Okay.
You You're mean.
Machamp beat up
You're
that little
mean.
girl. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Insane. Absolutely insane. Okay.
That's all I got.
CJ, we pop back to you.
Awesome. Pulling out the Zippo lighter, lighting it up. Take the tip of my staff and put it into the flame to make it even larger, to where it's about the size of my head. And I say, "Let me cauterize that wound for you." Sorry, that started. Wound for you. Scorching ray. I cast scorching ray at the alligator.
Amazing. It's not a big deal. It is a crocodile, and you can tell because it's going to see you in a while. But by all means, still cast your scorching ray. Thank you. Just a dab, full dab. That's so funny.
Got a 14, 16, and a 16 to hit. That's before
hold on.
adding the
Say those numbers again.
Sorry, so that's a 21 to hit,
Uh-huh.
and then no, I don't math often. Yeah, 21 to hit, and then a
Professionally play D&D.
I know, right? And then hold on.
His AC is a 15.
So it's right. So it's
Okay, well, either all those would hit then.
Okay.
23.
Perfect.
Two 23s and a 21. So you got.
Roll
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and
So
roll
that's
damage. 66.
66.
Unless something changed.
No, that should all be the same.
No, I know most things didn't change.
I'm also trying to use the roll 20 sheet. And that's...
I gotcha. Oh, buddy. Insane.
26 points of fire damage.
26 points.
Oh, that's a scorcher.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a spicy meatball.
If only I critted.
If only.
You blast as 3 small fireballs come out of. How are you shooting them?
Yeah, so it's the Zippo's up, but it's like the fire's being amplified by
Like an
the
axe. Like
staff.
an axe.
That's
Yeah, like
kind of
axe-
what I'm thinking
like
of.
axe
That's
body
really
spray
what
on
I'm
it, and
thinking
it
of.
just
Hell
it's
yeah.
just shooting out like I'm holding a mortar towards him.
I love that. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you see this crocodile incinerate from the inside out as its mouth is still mostly open most of the time, as it sort of burns from the inside out and becomes a pile of ash, and you destroy the crocodile.
That's
Man,
one
that
way to
was so
do it.
cool, and nobody saw it. All right. And I'll walk out of being blocked off from that area and just try to get near. where
Yeah, you
the
just heard a
interaction is.
gunshot. So
Yeah, I'll just head towards that. I'll head towards the gunshot.
okay, cool. Misty. A couple moths left.
Okay.
Depending on how you do, you could get them all on this turn.
How close am I?
You're right up
Okay.
on them. Yeah, using your
Okay.
dash got you right back on them.
Do you think I could somehow use my sneak attack to try and get them all in one go? Sneak up on them.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
19 will do it. Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Great. So yeah, I try and just scoop them all. I actually go underneath and I scoop them up because I know they're not expecting
Okay,
that.
cool. We're going to
Mhm.
treat this as an attack roll. So go ahead,
Right.
just mechanically speaking. So go ahead and make an attack with advantage because you're hidden.
Unarmed?
Yeah, I guess because you're not technically using a straight up weapon. You're not trying to kill the moths. You're trying to capture them.
Okay.
But
Boy, it's either a 5 or a 4.
oh no.
Yeah. I've been getting screwed over tonight.
What is the total?
That's the total. It's either a 5 or a 4.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, I was serious.
Oh no, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't catch any moths this turn.
They just fly. They fly forward instead of like going up like I expect. They're just like zoop.
Yeah. And they managed to get out of your way. I'm gonna say.
I'm like grumbling in frustration. I'm like, this is so hard. Oh.
Misty, you're gonna take 5 points of damage as
What?
the one of the moths, like as it dips and dodge out of your way, it bites you, and you take 5 points of damage, and then it lets go and flies away. I'll let you have an opportunity to attack on that one moth.
Okay, I will actually swipe at this one with my sword then.
Yeah.
Okay, a 14 to hit.
14 will hit,
Great.
and you don't have to roll for damage. They have 1 hit point. Kill that moth.
Okay. Great.
There's only 1 moth left, but we have to move on.
Yeah. Great.
Nick, that is your turn.
Okay. So, Roach has just showed up in my little, like, my game area. If this was Reboot, he'd be inside the 4 walls.
Yeah, absolutely. He showed up. He's not that close, right? He was still like 30 feet away.
Okay.
From you.
Fair enough.
But he shot his shot.
Right.
And
and it was like
hear a gunshot, like,
yeah,
and it was just like, see like this violet plumes, half of its head, it just gets Kennedy'd.
Oh god,
violet plume is fucked.
Jesus, that's a fucking image. That's a
sorry.
Or what?
Wow.
It's her. This is her.
That's fair.
Too soon.
It's too soon.
Sorry, let me be more specific. John F. Kennedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm going to turn to Roach. I was like, all right, what did you need? I think we're done here.
Operation over there. Guy screaming.
Okay.
Horse bag.
I'm gonna go run as far as I can. I would like to save my action if I can, but if I have to dash, I will.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
I do have mobile. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you have 40 feet of movement, or actually, no, because you're 70, or no, the girl was 75 feet. So you have 40 feet of movement?
Mobile gives me a +10, but I'm also a monk, so there's that too. But I don't think I have any speed. Oh, there we go, speed. 50 feet of movement.
You can get to the operating table.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that his like 30 feet away thing, it was all based on the girl, on the orphan, not on you. So
Gotcha.
he would have been running this way. So yeah, you're good. 50 feet, you can get to the operating table. Which is not an operating table. It's literally just a fucking table. This guy's
right. Okay,
you rush up. You rush up and you see a guy.
Okay, all right.
Just a human man. There's like a sheet over his nethers, and you just see like holes in his body that are weirdly shaped. You recognize the game operation. You see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
There's the one in the arm and the one in the chest. Wishbone or writer's cramp.
I'm gonna go for the one in the arm.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Got it. Hand up real quick. It's not terrible, but it's not proficient. 17.
17 is enough, absolutely. You manage to carefully... what are you using to pull this pencil out of this guy's forearm? I mean, you know the game of operation. You know the deal, right? You can't hit the sides. And you succeed, so this is kind of just flavor.
So, all right. So it's like in his like forearm, right? So there's a lot of there's a lot of tendons there that are attached to the hand. I kind of want to punch his hand into the table so hard that the tendons flex and shoot the pen out.
Hell yeah, I love that. We'll do that. Hell yeah.
He had a minute.
You sort of manipulate the tendons and shoot the pen, and it comes flying out of the forearm. Incredible. Your Machamp does like dematerialize after the battle is done. Like once the Pokemon battle is done, the Machamp does leave. But after Nick's turn is Roach's turn. Roach, what are you up to? There's only one more piece in the sky who's sitting there going, okay, awesome. My hand hurts now, but you got that one out. Fantastic. Dude, just
like my dad always said,
chest,
your leg hurts, let me stomp on your other foot and you won't think about it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this orphan doing?
Roach is about to kill an orphan, and I really wanted to get out of the space before that happened.
You feel with your hunter's mark that she has submerged again, and she is kind of like under it, like she's not visible. She's like chilling under the floor. But you can feel like some pent up rage, but also like confusion and pain. Yeah.
Okay, little ghost girl, I'm gonna go back to my game now. Sorry I shot you.
Make a persuasion check if you mean it.
Okay.
Deception if you don't mean it, I suppose.
That's 17 on persuasion.
Okay. You hear, again, she has the ability to kind of just like cast her voice in places and stuff like that. So you can still, she hasn't moved. She's staying under the floor, like hiding essentially. You hear her voice come in again and she goes, yeah, I mean, what was that about? That wasn't part of the game. That's not fun. You shot me with a fucking gun.
Well, like you
What
think
the
about
hell?
it, that was just my Pokemon. It was like the little bullet guy from Mario Kart.
You're
Oh,
mixing
no.
up your franchises, you silly goose.
Sorry, I don't really play a lot of video games. That's silly me. I'll go back to my game though, if that's cool.
Please do.
Okay, cool. I think I got one more piece. Run over there. Okay, smart kid. You got one.
My name is Nick,
Okay.
by the way. I don't know if we've ever been formally introduced. My name is Nick.
No, I know your name. I was.
Okay, but you always, it was Karate Kid and now it's Smart Kid. I just want to make sure that
Hey,
like you
guys.
actually knew my name.
I am losing blood. If we could kind of wrap.
Yeah. Hold on, I really feel like we need to. I feel like
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting?
a
Fucking
little
sorry.
bit, a little bit.
Mhm.
Sure. So
Yeah.
this will only take 6 seconds. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay. I guess, but
Nick.
I don't know if I can make it another round.
I'm speaking, sir. I'm speaking, sir. I'm sorry. I don't mean to raise my voice.
Excuse me.
I know your name is Nick, man.
Okay.
It's just
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. As long as you know,
Just like-
you can call me whatever. I just wanted to make sure that there was not like a, hey, I'm not sure what your name is. We kind of just met tonight in a way, so I just wanted to make sure that like
oh, I mean, we didn't just meet. Like we've gone to the same school for like a few years, and also you're trying to date the same girl that I'm trying to date. So, like,
I'm not trying to date anybody, my guy.
okay. But like if you were, no hard feelings and all, what's that called? And I point to the thing in his chat.
The
Uh,
body.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
torso. That's a torso.
Oh, I meant like what's in it
Oh,
that I need to take out.
It's a wishbone.
the wishbone. Yeah, it's
Okay, once I
a
get
bone
it,
that
you
doesn't
wanna make
exist in humans, but for some reason exists in this guy, so we need to get it out of there.
Yeah, I know. It didn't make as much sense as a horse being in him or whatever the hell.
None
was
of it
going on.
makes sense. this is all gobbledygook at this point. I'm kind of like, we had that joint earlier, and like, I just rolling with it now. Like, it really just kind of like, it doesn't make sense, but I'm not tripping out on it too much, you know?
Yeah, as he's talking, I just reach my hand in and grab it.
Amazing. Make a sleight of hand check.
That's so perfect.
That is a 17 plus 4, 21.
Dope.
You're doing perfectly.
Fuck yeah.
Uh-huh.
You reach
Yeah.
out, pull out a wishbone.
As a bonus action, I hold it up to Nick and I say, "Make a wish."
Oh my god.
Okay, incredible. I want you to each roll a d20.
Yeah.
If you're doing this.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I just established
It's
I'm rolling with
rollies. Let's just see who rolls higher.
17.
4.
4. Okay. Roach, you get advantage on your next 2 d20 rolls.
Can I actually tell you privately what my wish is?
Oh, yes, please. Absolutely.
Everybody close their ears. Roach wishes for Nick's wish to come true.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, awesome. All right, everyone's good. Incredible. Okay, awesome. Awesome. As the bone cracks and you get the larger half of it, you sort of internally make this wish, and you feel a profound sense of magic like pass through you and sort of like enter the universe, as it were, like enter the ether. And you feel really good about it. Like, obviously in this moment, you're not like 100% sure that it's going to come true, but you feel good about it.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. And we move on from there. CJ, it is your turn. No more crocodile to deal with. You do hear Misty getting frustrated in a nearby aisle.
Gotcha. So and we don't see the orphan?
Not right now, no. The orphan is below the ground.
Okay. So I guess I run over to Misty and say, okay, what's your game?
Catching death head moths and feeding them to that elephant.
Okay.
They're really hard to catch.
Tiny miniature elephant, like it's like like it doesn't look like a baby elephant. It looks like a normal elephant, just shrunk down to like a Rottweiler size. And then you see just like these big, like skull moths flying around, avoiding Misty as she has a very small, like a child size, small little, like the kind of net that you would use to like get fish out of a tiny fish tank. Like it's kind of that size, like so small.
I'm like, this is not working.
Gotcha. I will cast the elementalism cantrip and use wind to create a gust of wind to blow it towards the elephant. To blow them off towards the elephant.
Incredible. Is there anything related to that I would do, like a saving throw or like something?
I mean, it's basically just like.
I wasn't sure if the spell had something. Okay, cool.
No, it's just supposed to be like a flavor more so.
Dope. So I'll say that you pushing that over there is going to give Misty advantage on her next sleight of hand. Incredible. So you push that over. Misty, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Great. 23.
You catch the remaining moths, feed them to the elephant, who seems very happy as it sort of like dematerializes in blue glitter and sort of just vanishes away. And in that moment, as all of you have either completed your games or found a wild workaround, the lights of the KB toys turn on.
Oh.
And you hear the orphan's voice again as she begins to, like, I'm assuming you guys kind of find each other, like in that moment when the lights kick on and stuff like that. You guys kind of all coalesce, and you see the orphan slowly peek her head out from the floor, and she goes, "Hey, that was pretty fun, right? You guys did it. You guys won all your games. I'm gonna give you the key." You're pointing a gun at me. Are we cool, or?
I also am half tempted to do a run up and just a soccer kick here.
Oh shit.
But yes, we do want the
It's
key.
gonna get trapped in the concrete of the floor if you just kill my head. It's in my
That's
pocket. Just her head is above.
Literally
and
the only
she's
thing
like-
that's stopping us right now. So if you could just put the key on the ground and then go
Away.
away.
Yeah.
That
We
was
could just break the
great.
ground.
Nope, don't do that. Immediately drop down.
Magnify gravity on the ground.
Oh my
Trying
god.
to create a little
She-
crater.
Y'all.
She immediately drops back down. You guys cast a bunch of spells and like kick things and shoot guns, and then she just pops up a little bit over to the side, and you just see a hand pop up, and she drops the key.
awesome.
And then she comes back down. She goes back down, and then you just hear her voice go, "Okay, you guys were like fun for a little bit, but that was pretty fucked up. You shot at a child. Granted, I'm evil, but like cool evil, like fun.
No,
Anyway.
not
Yeah.
fun.
You want to play a
No,
game?
it's
Not at
good.
all.
No,
You want to play
No.
a game? I'll give you a key for a game.
What?
Whoa.
I'll give you a
no,
key
we're not
for
playing
another
Russian
game.
roulette with a child.
No, it's not. It's more just like stand right in front of me. That's the game.
No, let's let her
Come on,
go.
kid, let's go.
We'll let her
I'll
go.
fight you
No.
any day.
Roach, it's fine. It's fine. We've got the key. We got what we came here for. We don't need to kill a child.
I think
It's
all
not.
the-
It's
the
a
rat-
demon thing. It's not a kid.
All the like the
Is
roads
it
are, like,
not
restraining
though? I
Roach.
mean, I would have trouble actually like killing this kid. The games
me
were
at
fucked up. I'll agree the games were fucked up. We can all agree
Got him.
the games were fucked up. But
Let's exterminate ghosts.
I mean, Nick, you literally kicked a person's head off, so is it really that outlandish
Yeah.
to like consider killing?
it's a kid. I would never kick a kid's. I feel like I don't want to be put in a position where I have to kick a kid's head off.
You are a
okay.
kid. It's
Is
okay.
this not a
feel
servant
it.
of a demon monster
Uh-huh.
from an alternate universe? What are we talking about?
Anyway, so you have the key now. You're just hearing her voice again, like kind of all around you, and she's like, "Anyway, so you have the key now, and I am supposed to tell you after you got it, like, sort of, there's another place that doesn't necessarily have a key, but it has someone who knows where a key is. But unfortunately, he's sort of trapped right now, and you have to save him. But he's also in a place where you play games, but not these kind of games, like different games. Games for older people usually, but I guess kids sometimes play those games, but I don't know.
Arcade.
Anyway,
Yeah,
have
a lot of
fun.
arcade.
Hey,
Okay.
you also. Hey, what's your fucking name?
Oh, they just call me
Let's-
Orphan of the Black.
Hey, Orphan of the Black. I'm gonna hunt you down to the ends of the earth. You're my arch nemesis.
That
And that's the end of this episode
Yeah.
of More Madness 99.
Oh my god.
Tune in
Oh,
next
man.
week when we play again. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know we ran a little late, but we also took a little bit of a longer break. So there's a lot of moving parts. But hey, thanks for joining. I had a ton of fun. I hope everyone else did too. Tune in next time where we figure out what the hell's going on to get this second key. And I mean, you guys nailed it. Obviously, we need to go to the arcade. So just more games? Who knows? Tune in next time.